I hate YouTube. I said it.
What is Matt's excuse? I don't get it.
I don't know, but Jeremy Colling just posted it in the bag.
I was sure to say like Jeremy Colling just DM'd you.
I don't know, but Jeremy Colling just said, "Congrats on your 7 down." That would be hilarious.
That would be awesome.
Okay, you know what?
Should the new live trivia just be guest molds in Jeremy Colling's bag from his new in the bag?
I don't really care about him.
We know.
Got him.
We've heard you say that before.
Got him.
I don't talk about him that often, though.
Any person that I've ever known that has ever had a personal interaction with him also says that he is a large jerk.
I can imagine. I was supposed to score his card at Iron Hill.
Streams live. Scott isn't here, so it's not actually live.
Yeah, I had the at Iron Hill. I was gonna have Jeremy Colling and Chris Clemens on the same card, and I was like, "Yo, I got the forehand kings, one from each side, on the same card. This is gonna be sick at Iron Hill." And then they both bailed last minute.
Rick, dude.
Yeah. And then I think the name guy I had on my card was Noah Mindsma. Good kid.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot.
Fashionably late, Scott. Fashionably late.
He talked to me the whole time. He was cool. He's the one that I told you where he has a Hellfire, which is like an overstable 10 speed, and he was hyzer flipping it, and that's how beat in it was.
I almost bought one.
Yeah, so you ended up not getting that one, Corey?
No, because Haley was in the car, and I didn't want to.
You didn't
You
want
can
to
only leave her in
fire in the car.
I didn't want to come out with a disc, and she's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
I didn't buy anything, I promise.
So what did she expect you going in there, just to look?
Yeah, it was just the new shop. It was in Madison, Wisconsin. So I was like, "Oh, I want to check out the local shop, dude." They had some cool.
They did. Mm-hmm.
They did, yeah. I was also there.
We get Big Germ on here.
What do they got? I want to know.
They had post. Have you seen the guy that does like course or hole pictures?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the same guy that does the ones for like you're like, are you thinking of like the doodle guy?
All I know is that
where it's all scribbly, like all the trees and stuff are scribbly, and it's like this is hole 5 at D-Glow.
I don't think so. I know
there's 2 guys, but this guy is like, it looks a little more professional, almost like it's like an ink.
Yes.
Design.
So I've seen his work because he did Iron Hill hole 17.
Okay, yeah.
I almost bought it. Yeah, it's really nice.
So they had 2 posters up, and it was hole 1 and hole 18 of the local course for Madison, and it was awesome. And hole 18 is the one. Do you remember my story when I was out there? It was like it was almost like a baby toboggan.
Yep.
It was that was hole 18, and then hole 1 was up the hill, maybe like 250, but it plays like 315, and it's just into the woods. But he had hole 1 and hole 18 like as posters, and I was like, that is awesome. And he's like, yeah, I found this guy, and I just commissioned him, and they made stamps and everything with it.
That's cool.
I don't know if you have the chat open, but Brixton asked what his Instagram is.
Who, Matt? The dude?
Oh, that guy. Oh,
no, that guy.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
You know,
I've seen it before too.
When Matt gets here, literally as soon as I can copy and paste the link for his feed in the OBS, we should just start the episode.
Absolutely, 100,000%.
Yep.
I'm not kidding.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna copy and paste it and just hit the howdy y'all like immediately.
It'll be so funny because he'll be taken back so bad.
Function E.
Can't wait. Corey, it looked like Salt Lake City was the coolest place you've ever been to.
Yeah, it looks
was
sick.
one of them. It was one of them.
Like I was like, yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. I want to do that. I want to do that.
We're chilling, Scott. We got super lucky. We were right in the path initially in the forecast, but it went pretty far east of us, so we really didn't get much at all. Only lost power for a little bit.
Fake news about canceling last week.
Really, just we wanted to do an every other week schedule and need an excuse.
Pretty much. I thought about just texting Matt last minute and be like, yo, do you know how to do this stuff Taylor does? Because we'll just rip it.
Okay, I just got a comment on that video. As another local, I appreciate the love to Bandits Cove. This is a course that I've put so much time and energy into. I also want to point out that you casually just 7 down there.
That's
of
crazy.
the shots shown, that is.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
While we wait for Matt to get here, oh, never mind.
He's here, but he can't hear us anymore.
You going? Sorry, I was looking at your video.
You gotta send that thing so hard.
Yeah, I am. Hold on, copy paste right now.
I don't even know what's gonna happen, but I'm ready for it. Send it, Scott. Who's got the speakers on?
Matthew, you bad
Matt,
boy.
do you have speakers on?
Headphones were probably just close enough to his mic.
Yeah, they were.
All right, Scott.
I saw that look in Tyler's eyes.
Howdy, y'all.
What?
Welcome to episode 44 of Unfinished Business. We missed last week, so we were going to recap the GMC, do a little bit of recap of the MVP Open, but spoiler alert, we're playing some Jeopardy tonight. We got MVP Open trivia in Jeopardy form. We're going to recap our last weekly challenge. And yeah, we're just going to yap. So I guess I'll start it off. It's been a little bit. GMC happened. Does anybody have any strong thoughts, feelings, or opinions about the tournament?
In all honesty, I was so busy, I didn't watch any of it while it was going. And then I think I watched round 2 or something. I don't know. I've been super busy, so it's kind of hard.
Was that another masterclass by Gannon?
I believe it was.
Yeah. So it's same old story, nothing new. Domination. I think there was a couple of people that I saw up at the top that was kind of fun to see up there. I gotta go back and take a look.
Yeah, I admittedly did not watch a lot. I will say we have kind of the blessing of hindsight at this point, but you know, at least looking forward to MVP, a bunch of the people, you know, saying disc golf's boring to watch now because Gannon wins everything. Spoiler alert, he did the next weekend. But yeah, he won by 7. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, so it was the GMC 2024 PDGA.
Here's what I think. I think courses like that are fine, but I do think those are the level of courses where we could probably have a pretty good time playing it, you know?
Oh, it's so nice there.
Yeah.
I was there last year and I walked it and I'm like, not a bad walk. The wooded course is more hilly than you think.
Okay.
And Fox Run is pretty wide open. And you can see almost every shot you're getting into. But
yeah, it was funny. I know Tyler mentioned initially, I think it was round 1 or 2, that our next trip needs to be up to GMC to play those courses. And in another disc golf group text with some college friends, I got the exact same message of we need to go play these courses. So I think as often now as we tend to complain about some of the Pro Tour courses, at least we've got some events where, you know, we actively are like, I would love to go play there.
Yeah, it's a really cool disc golf spot, and also that place has the best maple flavored soft serve ice cream on the face of the earth.
Bro, you've been talking about that, I feel like.
Dude,
no disrespect.
It's so good, and what's great about it is that you can go to any gas station, any convenience store. They're going to have their own flavoring of the maple ice cream. So freaking good.
That's fancy. That's nice.
Yeah, so freaking good. One of the things I wanted to say is I called Evan Smith playing really well at this event, and nobody took him. So it's on record.
Nobody took him. Did we take anybody?
We did new picks for MVP.
Oh, we're talking about GMC still.
We took picks for GMC.
I got to tell you that as well.
All right.
Let me tell you where we're at with that in a minute.
Yeah, definitely some interesting names, especially early on. You know, Alden Harris held on to fourth, but did lead the tournament for a while.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun to see. Andrew Presnell up there. I feel like Eagle is kind of sneakily also just coming back into form as the year goes on. He's kind of been climbing higher and higher. So it's definitely good to see him and, you know, another guy we'll talk about soon with his fourth second place of the year.
Is it Jeremy Colling?
It is not Jeremy Colling. He did not tear his labrum, but a couple guys that tore their labrum are starting to come back into form a little bit towards the end of the year. So that's always good to see as well.
Was there any storylines that were like notable from GMC? Like, did stuff happen?
I think it was Gannon beat everybody by a lot. That was the storyline.
Yeah, it was like the Gannon show all over again.
Yeah, I mean, the closest guy to him was Rick. Again, he won by 7. In round 2 specifically, he played 5 shots better than Rick in 1 round. So it's toughy. Back to Tyler's point, you give Gannon a lead like that, it's going to be real hard to catch up. You're the field.
It was over, dude. I mean, as long as Gannon is within a couple, I think as long as Gannon's top 10 within the lead, like, he's got to be on your radar.
No.
So, but I'm excited to talk about Maple Hill if we're ready to move on.
Yeah, I would say we can move right into that. This was a special one for me. I will say I believe I was the person we were talking about after Tyler said if Matty O wins a big one, he would cry. I said if James Proctor wins a big one that I would cry. I did not cry when he won, but it was sick. It was sick to watch it. I've been a fan of James for a long time, but another one where like I have to say I have to be that guy. I was obviously rooting for James as a Team Infinite guy. But I really wanted Paul to win at the same time, especially that heater that he put up in the final round. Fun to watch. I figured it out. I've diagnosed Paul's problem. I'm going to be the guy to take credit for this. If he wears that green ransom letter jersey, he's putting up a stinker. I've never seen that man wear that jersey and play well. So somebody needs to take the supply of those jerseys that he has and just take them away, hide them, and he will win every event from now on.
That's just what it is?
Yeah, that's all it is. It's the shirt.
Dude, you heard it from the guy here. You got to trust him here. No, Maple Hill was so fun to watch. And I'm the same deal as Taylor. I really like James Proctor. I was actually watching a lot of stuff I rewatched that documentary about James Proctor like the day before he won Maple Hill. And then it happened and I actually did get I was really
emotional.
I was really hyped. Yeah, like I love James. I will say it really felt like everyone and their mother was trying to throw this tournament away on the last round. Like that is the worst round of disc golf you can ever show someone to be like, these are our pros on the last.
Last year was way worse. Final group. Don't forget.
Yeah, they were bad.
Last year was really bad.
I was gonna say too. I think if he didn't make that putt, we would be watching the film of like how he played hole 18, and just I feel like he would as well. Just like how did this happen?
But if he missed the putt, he still had to tap in to go to the playoffs.
It's true. Yeah, the playoffs still would be there, but man,
Taylor, what I would say is
unless he could have hit cage and just rolled OB.
He could have. That's true.
Oh, it would have been an insane roll.
Taylor, I'm gonna go. There's a couple edits out there of his final putt that kind of can get you in your feels. I'm gonna find the right one and send it to you.
Yeah, no, especially I know another round Joseph posted the thing about like the wristband he had on. That's a really cool story. If you haven't seen that, go check that out.
Yeah,
I have not. I'll have to. But
yeah, one of the things I want to note is I feel really bad for Goose. Like he didn't really do anything to take himself out of it, but why am I so echoey? By the way, who's?
I think you're probably good now.
Who is me on speaker?
It's coming from Matt's mic, but I'm messing with it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
What did I do?
No, it's all good. He didn't do anything to like take himself out of it, but he just couldn't get a circle 2 or even a circle 1 like good look to birdie on the back 9, and he played well. He just couldn't get it done, and it's just again, when is he gonna get his first win? When's it gonna happen? It's really sad. He unfortunately he played his worst round the last round. He shot, I don't know what the score is, but it was a 56, and he went 50. He went 55, 50, 52, and then 56.
Yeah, ratings
So-
wise, 1050, 1070, almost 1080, 1060, and then 1029 for the final
Yeah.
round. So
Yeah.
definitely a tough one. I'm not the biggest Goose follower or biggest Goose fan. I would not necessarily, I feel like I would not peg Maple Hill as the course that he gets like a first big win on.
He doesn't like it either, apparently.
Really.
That's what he said last year. And then he was in the running and then took himself out of it.
Listen, all you saw was his tee shots getting to like circle 2 or a little bit of a weird spot in circle 2, and you're just like, if Goose isn't wide open in circle 2, like GG's, you knew it wasn't anything really. Yeah, Scott mentioned it. I watched so many circle 2 putts, just not like I saw where it landed. And I was like, well, that really stinks for Goose. Like he's not making that. That's just not his thing. He has been getting better though. I'll say that. I think I agree with that statement. Although it looked yippy at the beginning of the season, it looks a little better now.
Want to give some player shout outs on the top of the leaderboard. Parker, 7th. Austin Turner, 8th, which Austin Turner next year could be our breakout player to keep an eye out for, I think.
He's had a low-key, really good year that I'm only paying attention to because of like Dark Horse, but like he is kind of popping off this year.
Bro, he's blessed me up with Dark Horse.
Just consistent.
Points.
Raven, top 11. Good finish by him. Colbert Allen starting to make a good push back into the mix.
Good to see him back
Isn't
as well.
Isn't Raven always? I said Raisin. Isn't Raven always good at Maple Hill?
He's a forehand player. Anyone who's a decent forehand player, I think, can play well there.
But doesn't he also have that highlight of him like putting it on top of the basket?
Yeah, that was the final
so-
round 2 years ago, I think. There.
Okay.
Couple of good notable names, like I said, and before we went in recording, Nathan. Cool to see Nathan Queen in the I think Chase group or Chase group. He finished 16th, so it's cool to see some of these guys. Barella got in 15th. He's a guy that I've been thinking about. Is what the heck has happened to him in the last few rounds? Like, has he stopped caring? I feel like he's a guy that like, if he stops caring, he just doesn't play well anymore. Like.
I definitely feel like AB. I feel like he's almost like Adam Hammis in that to that extent of like if he doesn't have a good first round and like doesn't see himself in contention, it's really hard for him to like fight his way back, and he's just kind of mentally out of it.
Also concerned about Calvin Heimberg as well. Hasn't been playing well in the last few tournaments either. So he finished 28th.
Another cool one to say, it's cool to see. I could be wrong, but I think Gavin Babcock third has to be his highest finish at a big event like this as well. So that was cool.
What
to
was
see.
the? I think it was last year or the year before. He had a final round.
Des Moines.
Was it Des Moines?
I think he got second at Des Moines to Gannon.
He was wearing like super short shorts, and they were talking about his wrestling career like the entire time.
Yeah.
He almost, if you watch the round, I was definitely keyed in paying attention to James, but they cut Gavin Babcock tapping out like a 5-footer to finish his event. It's like, this is, one of the highest events, like super good performance from Gavin. Almost caged a 5-footer that would have taken him out of the podium. So that would have been really sad, but he seemed to laugh that one off.
Yeah.
Oh, Corey wants to say something. Oh, you froze on us, big guy.
Yeah, his video lagged. So you said that's nerves, and then your face went, and we all stopped to let you talk.
No,
strong feelings.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scott said he needs to get a sponsor. I'm assuming you're referring to Raven. I think Raven's with MVP.
I think he's referring to Austin Turner, who was Discraft.
Yeah.
Raven's MVP.
Still kind of feels Discraft to me in spirit. I don't know if he's actually throwing.
He still throws. Yeah, he still
with
throws.
The Discraft guys. He wears the Discraft jerseys. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say 2 of the last 3 rounds, he's wearing Discraft across the chest. He is as close to a Discraft sponsor as possible without them having to pay him $1.
Okay, so I was at another round, Salt Lake City, and I heard from Ben, who is the owner there, that there is a 99% chance that we will see DGA acquired by Discraft next year.
Whoa.
And DGA
news.
will be
This is breaking news everywhere. Corey, you sure you should be saying this?
Breaking news.
I got it from a guy.
Second-hand
So
source,
like,
man.
And you put him out there.
Yeah, Ben, Salt Lake City, another round. No,
His social is
I to be honest, I don't know where he got the information from, but it makes sense.
Doesn't
for
matter.
Discraft to like.
It's a pure source. You heard it here
Yeah.
first. Exclusive story breaking from Corey right now.
Well, I feel like I needed to say that, or else people are going to think it's my actual Discraft sources, and I don't want them to be outed.
is fair.
So
Corey's connected
Ben,
to this craft.
yeah, Ben, that's like 2 time zones away from me. I'm going to out him.
Corey just indirectly confirmed it, though.
No, I haven't heard anything from my people.
Yeah, sure. I
I'm
get
saying,
that. Yeah.
okay, whatever. Well,
Or
I
you better be
think
careful.
what they're,
Two time
I think what
zones
they're
away
going to do.
could turn to 1 or 0 if he hears you talking like this.
What do you mean?
Gonna come
Oh,
find you,
He
man.
could be coming for your location.
That's a 3.5 hour flight.
Like
Got
work,
time to
like
prepare.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what does that mean?
So what it sounds like is if Discraft acquires DGA, they'll keep it as a secondary company, but it'll have enough money and resources to kind of have the media coverage that Discraft does. Because right now we know DGA sucks at doing any kind of promotions or anything like that.
Hell yeah.
This isn't like a confirmed thing, but it does sound like the theory would be some of the touring team for Discraft would be able to jump over and fill the DGA team if they wanted to, because no matter what, either way they can throw vice versa.
Yeah.
Like there's people throwing DGA that's in Discraft. They're like pro team. So it's like I think, but what I was thinking was Austin Turner would be a great fill for DGA / Discraft.
I mean, we know those Discraft players want to throw that pipey, so
Exactly.
Facts.
I mean,
Yeah,
passion
definitely more
has that
than-
microbead. Ew.
That's what
Definitely
I'm
more of an
saying.
off-season conversation, but I think here pretty soon we're going to see a lot of like smaller subsidiary disc golf brands kind of coalesce and coagulate into less of those. But a good off-season topic.
I was gonna say I would love to get into that, but we can't. We should save that.
What we can get into is the fact that me and Taylor are doing a little competition between ourselves.
Also breaking news.
We are so it's an ace race. He got really close to acing with my torque.
I saw that.
So I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna try and ace before him. The stipulation is 1 throw, first throw per day. So we only get 1 shot. Whoever aces first, the other person has to do a giveaway with is it our disc or is it the other person's disc? I don't remember.
So you would have to give away my disc. I would have to give away your disc.
Okay. Which
Has to be on
means I
video
would have
too,
to
also a stipulation.
yeah, which means I would have to purchase another one because
Yeah.
this one's not leaving.
Correct.
So
So how are we documenting this? Are you gonna put it on your story every day and say like day 1, day 2, day 3?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know about
I
him,
also had
but-
this idea, text Corey this morning, and I'm going out of town this weekend to see family. So I may just lose, but we'll see what happens.
Not necessarily. How long are you gone?
Till Sunday.
Well, I won't be able
Just
to
the
play. I won't be able to play. Well, okay. So you have a specific hole that you're going to be doing it on, correct?
Yeah,
or is it
well,
just any hole?
since I'm trying, I think it's any hole. I think if you're feeling it and you have your camera, like just send it.
Okay. Okay.
But I
'Cause
do
was-
think
I was
we should
thinking-
limit like I don't think I should go out to my local course and like throw a torque on every hole and just film it and like
Yeah.
you know,
What
try
I
to
was
force
thinking
it that
was
way.
hole 1 at my local is 207 feet. I've chained out multiple times, but I've never gotten it. I think every single day, either on the way to work or on the way home from work, I'm just going to go there and play hole 1. That's it.
Yeah.
There you go. What's gonna
Plus-
be really funny is that I'm gonna take both y'all's disc and ace before y'all's,
I would love to see it.
and then you can
y'all's.
give away nothing because I don't have a signature disc.
We'll make you one, and then,
Yeah.
then we'll give it away.
You know what?
One
If
of
you
one.
ace with one of our discs before us, I will personally make a finish line stamp
Let's
around
go.
you
Let's go.
and make sure it goes on infinite.
All right. Well, it looks like I'm taking PTO the rest of the week, boys.
I was like, all right, see you guys later.
Yeah. He's like, oh, well, here's the video right now.
I almost said that to you to like rile you. I was like, well, joke's on you. I've got the video ready to post today.
I've actually, I have probably come closest with Taylor's disc, but I've been secretly trying to ace with Corey's disc for the last several weeks.
I had a
And
feeling.
I'm coming. I just can't get the feeling of it, but it's coming close. But I played in the tournament at Broken Chains when Matt was at Broken Chains, and it literally hit chains, was supposed to drop in the basket and didn't with the Nexus. It literally hit the Nexus, hit the bottom of the
That's
basket
tough.
and came out.
That is tough.
I almost had it. So
Yeah.
That's well,
Speaking
that's
of,
super exciting.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I was gonna say, speaking of us playing disc golf, Matt, you wanna recap our, I guess at this point, bi-weekly challenge?
Raise your hand if you didn't do it.
Shame.
I didn't have
throw
time.
a pipey?
No,
Shame,
dude, I
shame,
didn't have time.
shame,
I'm gonna
shame.
try
Oh
to
my
sneak it in
gosh.
tomorrow, or no, I can't do it tomorrow. Maybe Friday. I think I have time on Friday. I'll sneak it in Friday and put in the late chat. And where's Brad, dude? Brad didn't sign up.
Facts.
Brad didn't sign
Facts.
up. Ban him. He's out of here. And my own picture won't load in the Discord. That's nice. So if you are watching and you don't know what we're talking about, every week we do a weekly challenge with some variation of some disc you have to play with 9 holes, using UDisc and fulfilling or noting all UDisc stats. And then you pop it in our Discord and we use your stats in here. So this week we did, or this 2 weeks, we did a fairway driver. Corey and I did the pipeline. Taylor, you did the Exodus. Is that correct?
I did do the Exodus, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep. So I've got all these rounds up, or I've almost got all these rounds up.
I will say this. I did not do the challenge on purpose, but this weekend I went away for a guys' weekend, and we went to this local disc golf course where it looked like they had woods and they just threw baskets in the woods, and so you literally had like no lines to throw to. And I brought a bunch of mid ranges and whatnot for people to throw. I brought a champion leopard for fun for me to throw on a putter. So if you count that as a fairway challenge, I wouldn't though, but that was a ton of fun. Anyways.
That sounds
that is
awesome.
sick.
I do think as the punishment, Tyler as the neutral third party should have to be the one to guess of Matt's upcoming percentage questions.
All
It's
right.
just Tyler gets to
I haven't
gets
seen
to guess.
anything, so perfect.
That's actually awesome. Okay. Let's start off with our first challenge. 2 of your 3 competitors picked or had the exact same putting percentage in C1X. My question is, who was the odd man out?
Corey.
Oh, this is a great question.
And no, it was not Corey. Do you want to? I'll tell you, Corey and Taylor had the exact same putting percentage. Do you want to guess what it was inside of C1X?
Hold on, I need a calculator. Whatever.
You already thought I was terrible, so just say it.
That is not what I would ever say in my entire life. I'm just saying you were feeling yourself, and then you didn't putt well.
That was a
If you
funny
guys don't know
scenario.
Corey
Tyler.
unofficially-
I'll say
10-20,
I'll say
by the way.
80%. 80% would be
Wait.
my guess.
When did Corey unofficially shoot 1020? What?
His most recent video.
But yeah, watch his
Oh, was that
content
10?
for once, bro.
Whoa, the UDisc one? I watched that, bro. First time.
Robbie hit him up and said, "Do you know you shot like 1,000 right around?
Very nice.
If
All
you
right,
would have been here on
awesome.
time, you would have heard us talk about it." But
Oh, I was trying to eat my
Got him.
dang food here. All right, second question.
bro, I'm fighting kids.
Wait,
to
did
get
we
on-
learn
on
did
here.
we
He said
learn the
80%.
the percentage? Yeah.
Oh, did he tell? Oh, you were pretty close. It was 75. It was 75.
Hey, good
So,
job.
how do
Corey.
you get
Hey, what'd you
75?
putt
3
with?
out of 4?
What'd you putt with?
Corey.
Oh, my putting putter.
Shout out. I was putting with
What's
the
your
new
putting putter?
Whiteout Edition 2024, also
Oh.
putter of the year Marvel.
Is that what you're putting with, the whiteout edition, Taylor?
Yeah, I love that thing.
Oh my
Whiteout's
god.
not
Free-
Whiteout's
free
not in the
promo.
bag right now.
Bro, you dang filmed promo with the thing.
And then I took it
Actually-
out of the bag.
The life of a
might buy
content creator, man.
Yeah.
I might
It's-
buy whiteouts because everyone says they're flatter and
Matt,
Well, they're
you're
flatter
putting with
'cause
a
they're
Marvel
soupy.
too?
huh? Maybe. I've been putting with one in my local course in the last like 2 weeks.
Not the
Feels kinda
P2s. You're not on the P2s anymore.
Not
He
the
don't want no
P2s,
P2
not
action.
The P2s. That messed me up for weeks, bro.
We got to talk about a new Discmania putter later on.
I knew
Yeah.
you were gonna say that.
All right, I'll ask one more. We'll keep it the same metric. That wasn't the goal, but we'll go for it. 2 players had the exact same park percentage. Who was the odd man out?
You.
Good guess. What was the park percentage by Corey and Taylor?
Me and Corey
11%.
actually just played the same round and just didn't tell
was
anybody.
gonna say, I just
copied each
copied
other's
his.
stats.
Jack, Tyler, you just look at that. Be honest,
Dude, my hands are right here, man.
bro. I
It's
don't know
on
what
the
your feet are
screen,
doing.
not
I don't know
in
what
your
feet are
hands.
doing. Yeah, Tyler guessed right. 11% parked.
I bet it's
Um,
1 out of 9 holes. Probably what it is.
Yeah, I think that's the case. Yep, that's the case.
That adds up. Yeah.
So
Not hard, Matt. Come on.
I know exactly which one it is for me too.
Taylor had the highest UDIS graded round, by the way, 203.
Let's go.
Not bad.
That's the
Broke
first one to
150.
break 200 in a
Amateur.
challenge. I think.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think you're
I think
correct.
you're right.
Yeah, because mine I'd have to hit like 5 down in 9 holes.
But I feel like I played
will
worse.
say, was at my local course, this would be completely different. If I was playing the same round every time, but I kind of had to finagle around at probably one of my new favorite courses, but it's a Salt Lake course, so I probably never going to touch it ever again.
Mhm.
Let me ask Taylor. Before this challenge, you said, "Hey, I'm worried about this challenge because I have like 200-foot holes on my local course." How did you feel going? At the end
Yeah.
of it?
So I'm just going to be honest with the audience here and my friends. This course is
Here
a
we go.
Mickey Mouse course. It's so easy. I was very worried about throwing my fairway driver too far on these 200-foot holes and early released almost every drive except for on the par fours. Luckily, those were also in places where it was just kind of impossible to bogey, but that was an issue. I'm also personally still just very angry that hole 5 and also just easy par 4. I still did not birdie, even with a fairway driver. So we need to look into some issues that I'm currently having.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. No, I definitely felt it though. Like I would be like, "Oh, I'm 100 feet out. I need to throw an upshot," and I'm like, "Oh, that is."
Yeah, were
80
upshots
past.
also terrifying for anybody else? Or
Yeah,
like
they
I
were the
couldn't figure
worst
out if I
thing.
went into like forehand or backhand or once I committed like halfway through to just spike hyzer. On anything like where I had the room, I just threw a spike hyzer and things worked out better from there.
Yeah, no, that my local course, I have a hole 5 is like a downhill 400-foot, like very eagleable par 4. So I just chopped off like 320 or 330 off the drive. That just left me with a 70-foot upshot with a pipeline. But scariest upshot of my entire life. Scariest.
How
upshot of
long
my
have
entire
you
life.
guys been playing disc golf for?
March of 2021.
Okay, so a couple years.
March of
Slightly.
2021.
Slightly earlier than Tyler, probably in 2020.
So 3.5 years.
So I'm assuming Taylor, you've been playing for like ever.
14
Straight-
or 15. Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight out
okay.
the womb.
Dang.
I started about 2008, 2009-ish, and I was one of the lucky people that the internet didn't tell me that I needed a putter, so I would putt with a driver. So approaches and putting is not hard with a fairway driver. You just kind of have to throw it on like this weird Anheuser angle so
Yeah.
it flattens out. So
When it's
Yeah,
windy. Oh, sorry, Corey. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say approaches shouldn't be hard.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
mine
not
was
that
less
they-
approaches. I think what I struggled with mostly was like short tee shots of like I still want to. My brain
Yeah.
tells me monkey throw disc far and hard, and there was like a disconnect on what actually needed to happen. So I just started throwing spike
Yeah.
hyzers.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat. It's not that they were hard. It was because it was my local course. I landed in the exact same spot I always land. And so I'm like my body knows that
Yeah.
here's a zone upshot at this power. And then I was like, okay, I have to be really conscious about powering down on this or throwing a different shot. But there's still some like familiarity where my body's just like, oh, you've been on the left side of this
Mhm.
par 4 every single day for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I went
And
through a
it's like-
season where I was getting the like pulls with like zones and those style of disc with my forehand. So I would just throw an upshot with like a Firebird and stuff like that. So I'm used to that, and that's actually pretty easy. And then when it's windy, I'll actually putt with a Firebird. So
Mhm.
Yeah, that is
Just Nate Sexton golf.
That's insane. But
speaking of zones, did you guys watch Robbie C's video where he took all the pigs out and he replaced them with ringer top zone GTs?
Not yet.
yeah, that's
So-
crazy.
He basically trash talked all of the people that voted for the banger top because he hasn't seen a single one actually like play with it, but they all voted that was a better one. I put one back in the bag. I had one. I voted on it, and I like that disc. It's the same stability as my Jawbreaker Zone or Jawbreaker Z. It's like pretty overstable. So I didn't want to have both of them. I totally put it in the bag. As soon as I saw that video, I was like, I'm bagging this again.
I love that.
I'm not a hypocrite.
So they made the GT top or just the banger top?
Both
mean-
are PDGA.
No,
approved.
the GT just means groove top. There's a
Right.
ringer. There's a ringer which looks like a rhino
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever, and
Yeah.
then there's a banger, like the banger top, which it has like the
Banger top.
The
So what top?
deep
What top
subtrack, yeah.
got the
The-
vote?
banger one.
That's
So
dumb.
that's the one that's on like you can buy regularly now. It's an ESP. I think they just did a TI. The Z plastic was the one that they did like the competition in.
Yeah, I remember.
You can still like. I talked to Discraft. They basically said go to anywhere and tell them to just rip those bags up and sell those separately, just in
Yeah.
case you wanted one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like Robbie C can't find the ringer top. And I think also Ledgestone made a few special edition ones in
They
like
did.
crazy plastic or whatever. So he definitely has a bunch of them and enough to like fill his need, but he's very upset that like that's a disc that he would love to have. And technically it is PDGA legal because they legalized both.
Yep.
But as of right now, it's not a like stock disc. And he's
Yeah.
very upset because a lot of people voted for the banger and then never touched it.
Yep.
Yeah, to be honest, that was like a primary. I feel like a primarily pushed foundation move at the end of every video relating that. They were like, everyone go vote. This is the thing. This is a thing. Like you can look and say like, hey, their battle got whatever amount of views with those, and then at the end they said go vote for this specific thing.
Yeah, that
And that's the meme thing.
that might have been who he was talking indirectly to.
Yeah, I watched it and I had a very similar feeling in my head.
Yeah.
So but RIP, because I actually would have liked the ringer top looks nice. And
Yeah.
I felt a couple they feel pretty
I used to throw a Buzz GT for standstills because that's kind of like where my thumb goes in and I feel like I have a little more grip. So I think that's what that Zone GT is for me.
Or you could just throw a zone.
Or you could just throw a beat up zone.
I got to the point where I almost pulled all zones out of my bag.
When? Recently?
Yes.
Wow. Because
I
of that
had
new
a-
finish line
Okay.
disc?
No,
that as
well, no, that's not
The
even out yet,
chicane?
but I had
Chicane,
a
right?
Yeah, it's a chicane. I had a
Who
revelation.
named that disc?
Weirdo.
I don't really
Yeah, I
know.
heard.
Some guy.
Little freak.
So I came to the conclusion that if I need a shot to hook up, I would throw the extreme over the zone.
Ooh, I love that.
And then if I needed a straight zone, I have a brand new premium Marvel that still has like some fight in it for forehand. So it was getting to the point where I wouldn't throw a zone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just throw either a putter or the most overstable thing in existence.
Right.
But they're
What
still
are we
different.
talking about?
They're just kind
we
of.
were talking about fairway drivers, and then Corey
Oh,
went off
yeah.
on a tangent.
I'm done with
Oh,
my
yeah.
fairway challenge. The last
can
challenge we have in this. Go ahead, Tyler.
I was gonna ask, like, I know we've pretty much been on this segment for like too long at this point because we have an exciting game that I cannot wait to play. But what's like one major takeaway from throwing just a fairway?
Angle control.
Yeah. So I was literally.
There was a
just about
lot
to say.
of Anheuser that I needed to do, and then there was a lot of straight shots that I didn't execute because I was afraid that I was gonna like yank it a certain way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say that was a great call initially, Corey. I felt like I had a lot of like 100 to 200 foot. Just I'm gonna release this soft on a little Andy and just kind of let it glide.
And it just went left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's touchy.
Cool.
I did almost ace. On the one hole that I parked, so the park percentage, the 11% was I hit a tree
Let's
and
go.
it ricocheted and like flashed the basket. And I ended up being like 3 feet
Inappropriate,
away
but
from
that's
it,
fine.
So
That's a
Yeah,
little
you
big.
should really keep your
Also,
How old was that
another-
basket, man?
another
Unless
round
that's a
of me
Mont
playing
Blanc.
the front 9, and then the back 9 gets around and I'm still playing with only that disc, and I just freaking go to town. I shot like just the back 9, I
Diddy
shot
style.
probably like 6 or 7 down, but that didn't count. So
Let me ask this question. We all use 7 speeds or 8 speeds.
Yep.
Do you have a desire to do a control driver version? I
Yes.
know Taylor loves his grunts or his dynasties. Corey loves his eras. I love an era too. Do we want to do a control driver version?
Yeah, but
before
I'm
we
gonna
go to
take an
this?
era too.
I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so the next challenge, full UDisc stats on your local course. We did keep a foot amount per stroke. I'm gonna just ignore that entirely because even I feel like if I'm using a control driver, I should probably go somewhere else because I'm really getting into those higher areas where I'd prefer to throw full shots.
I thought that was
but we'll
that was the whole point of this. Was like,
well, I mean,
how
it
good
varies.
do you
Like,
do
can
with a
see-
putter, a mid, a fairway, a driver?
I'm going
All
the
on
same
the same
place. I
holes.
I
Yeah.
cannot be stopped.
Well, Taylor might not. I don't know. There's not a lot of other local ones, but I definitely feel it on. Like I've got like 3 short wooded holes on my course that we're just.
I don't know what would be
I'll probably
considered
just-
a control driver that I throw other than a pipeline, honestly.
Well, you had an arrow, but you took it out of the bag. Broke our hearts. Well,
I didn't take it out of the bag. I actually lost it.
What about the Viking discs, Ronin or whatever?
No, I have a Gorgon, but that's not control driver.
Do you need
10
another era?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would say control drivers 9 or 10 speeds. We'll let either qualify.
Yeah.
So pop out that old beat up Sexton. I know you.
That's
want
not
that.
a control driver.
No, it's
which
not a
which
control
is
driver.
weird. Yeah, I was gonna say which is weird because a 9 speed that you would exclusively forehand, I would not consider a control driver.
Mm-mm.
There's a certain.
I have like the closest thing I would have is maybe.
Oh, do you have the Rogue?
No,
know
I
that's
don't.
a le-
I don't bag that anymore. But that is a really good one. Maybe I'll just use that. But
Yeah.
maybe
I
I'll
think it's-
just
I-
use that one. It's an
Yeah, I
11
think when
speed
you get in
technically,
that-
actually. So
I would still consider
No,
that.
I think you're fine. I would still consider. Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
know
you're good.
exactly what your own control driver is. Like,
I mean, my
Everyone's got
my
one in some.
mental control driver is a Roman,
Oh, it's a 10.
Roman. Yeah, I do.
but
That's
that's not a
10 speed.
control.
I
It's an
forgot you
it's
had
an
a-
overspeed. It's an overspeed. It's an overstable.
See, I don't think of
I don't know.
control.
I think
as
of
like
control
a
as just the
spec-
speed,
Yeah.
like 9 or 10.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm not even thinking of it as a speed. I'm thinking of it as I needed to go farther than a pipeline, but I don't want it to go as far as some distance drive. Like, what's that controlled shot that you're always like, oh, I can.
To me, it's the equivalent of like a driving iron.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
the
if you had a 1 iron or a
The
2
ro- yeah.
iron, that would be the equivalent of like it's, but it's not.
Yeah, the Roman is to me is like a 2-iron for me. It's like
Okay, then that's
I-
your control driver.
like I'm gonna get some distance out of this. Yeah, I don't know,
But it's gonna stay controlled and always finish left.
dude. The
Well, plus, I was
Roman
gonna
might be
say,
the best ever. I like it better than a PD at this point.
Oh, it just is an old PD. What?
I was gonna
I mean,
say AB.
Not exactly, is it?
AB claims that a Venom is his control driver.
Right.
So that's
Bro's a
All right.
unique individual. But okay, fine. We'll do control
Same.
drivers. So control drivers, 9 holes, full data, like full UDisc, everything on your local course. Pop it in the Discord afterwards, and we'll discuss it next week. And yeah, join the Discord and pop that in if you'd like to. Otherwise, we'll see what that goes on. Taylor, I'll turn it over to you for the next segment.
Yeah. Do we want to rip a quick buy sell, or we want to get straight into the game?
I totally forgot about buy sell.
I also did. That's why I posted it as a question.
Me too. Let's rip straight into the game.
I don't have
All
any buy
right.
sells that I planned
Yeah, we're
on,
fine,
so
we're fine.
We're buying MVP Open trivia because that's what we got. I'm excited about this. This could crash and burn, but we're just gonna see what happens. For you guys, I'm gonna go away, and you're gonna see the game. So it's actually kind of legible for you. For the guys on the stream, we'll
What's
go
that
to our
first?
screen share.
Hawkus?
Oh my goodness.
Haiku?
Okay.
I can't
Hawktail.
read it, dude.
Haiku.
Haiku? Bro, what
Okay,
school did
so
you go to?
we only got 2 categories.
How can you
here.
read what haiku is from here? It says HALLKUS.
It's
Tyler, you
HAI.
have to see an eye doctor. You have to see an eye doctor. I'm not kidding. That's actually.
You have to see a screen doctor.
You have to see a screen doctor.
Okay, if I blow up the screen, I can see it better. I'm on half a screen on my computer.
Full screen it.
Well, I just did, and now I easily can see it. But I'm
Oh.
all right. Sorry, I just screwed you up, Taylor. Go ahead.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good. I'm laughing. So we're gonna play Jeopardy. I only did 2 categories because I did this in 5 minutes, but hey, that's what we got. This is awkward in that I was going to say whoever got the lowest score in the
I gotta look
fairway
up
challenge.
what haiku means now.
I'll explain it. Don't worry. Was gonna be able to lead us off, but Tyler didn't do it. So I'm just gonna say Corey gets first dibs on picking the category. If you never played Jeopardy, we're just gonna pick a category. If you get it wrong, you get that deducted from your score, and anybody else can buzz in and get it. Buzzing, importantly, just DM me on Discord anything you want, and we'll just go in that order. Whoever gets it first gets the first shot at it. So here we got MVP Open, we got haikus, and we got history. Here's the thing. I went to ChatGPT because this is my newfound, I think it's hilarious. And I had it write a haiku about very specific disc golf players in an order and a theme to MVP Open. I think we'll probably see the first one and pick up what I'm putting down here. And then just some history trivia for the MVP Open. So yeah, I say we just rip this thing.
Do it.
All right, Taylor, I would like haikus for 100, please.
Great selection. I'll read these to you guys. Here's the haiku. West Coast winds prevail. A
Easy.
smooth forehand cuts the air. Champion crowned bright.
Did no one phone in my boy?
Matt just phoned in my voice, so Matt, you got the honors here.
I don't even know the. I'm
Oh,
actually
shoot.
speaking on this.
I'm answering this. I thought Corey was answering it.
No, I
So,
just
Corey,
picked.
you
We were
select
supposed
the
to ding
category.
in.
It's whoever buzzes me first.
Yeah.
Got to buzz in.
Is this James Proctor?
Smooth forehand cuts the air.
I don't know, dude.
Who is James
What?
Proctor?
Tyler,
is
get
the
cooked.
answer.
Get cooked,
Get
dude.
cooked.
I'm
So,
ChatGPT brained. I've done 20 hours of training on AI in the last 3 weeks, bro. I know it's not that good at it.
So again, there's a theme here and an order for what the haikus remain after, but that is 100 to Matt, and he gets to choose the next question here.
Give me haikus for 200.
Haikus for
I'm on top of my game right
200.
now.
We got Southern Breeze takes flight. A calm putter finds the chains. Victory at hand.
And this is a player from this past weekend, or it could be
There's a
a
theme.
past winner.
There's a theme.
Past winners. Southern Breeze takes.
All
flight.
right, Corey. Corey's buzzed in.
Is it also James Proctor?
Hold on. Wait. Do you all keep going, or how does this go? Do I put in an answer?
So Corey is incorrect.
Okay.
So we'll get the minus there. So yeah, whoever buzzes next got the opportunity. All right, Tyler, what you got for me?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Bradley Williams.
Is not Bradley Williams.
We get deducted. Oh, I shouldn't have responded then.
Bro, no one.
Has anybody
Jeopardy but me?
has nobody watched
No
Jeopardy
one has watched
before?
Jeopardy except the youngest.
I really
guy
thought it
in
was going to be
podcast.
a. Oh, I think I know it.
I'm not answering, Taylor. I can't.
Oh shoot! I know what it is too. Can I come back?
Yeah, you can come back.
Give me more deductions.
All right, Tyler, who you got?
Matty O.
Yeah.
It is
Dang it.
Matthew Oram.
Yeah.
Back to even. All right.
Haiku's 500.
500.
Yo.
Okay, again, there is a theme here for the order and the theme. Calm beneath the trees. Precision guides every throw. Chains sing once again. So if we went James first, Matteo second, who would be fifth in this themed list of gentlemen? Matt's keyed in here. What you got?
Shut up.
I'll be honest. I was tracking back to 300, and then I realized it was 500 points.
That was an interesting move, but I figured somebody knew the answer if they were going for it. But
yeah, you're right. That's 100% accurate on your side. Is this? I'm trying to even think of past winners. Is this Paul Macbeth?
it is indeed Paul Macbeth.
So lucky.
Absolutely huge. Matt off to lead here, but nothing is impossible.
All right, give me haikus for 300. We're finishing this category out.
All right, haikus for
Got one more.
3. Matthew Marsh. You got?
I said my last name and all. It is Simon Lizotte.
Come on, man.
It is indeed Simon.
Tyler, I got
Lizotte.
these pre-made, dude. You got to pre-make them in the DMs and just type. All right, finish out the
Hey,
category.
you don't have to
Taylor.
type the answer. You just have to buzz in.
Yeah, you just have to buzz in
Oh,
a single message. Will
dude, I can't. I'm not listening to the thing Taylor is telling us. I'm telling you that right now.
I
That's
got
your
haikus
fault.
for 400. I messed up. I didn't read the last one. This one we got steady hands, hold firm, silent focus, pains respond, victory in flight. I will say of all the haikus, this is the least descriptive to who this person is. Maybe this one and Paul, but the other ones had some good
Yeah, Paul
nuggets
was
in
good.
there at least.
Yeah, they did have. The second I heard West Coast, I was like, forget the forehand. The West Coast.
Yeah, the forehand was sus. Sorry, forehand was sus from ChatGPT.
I saw James throw a forehand or two. I think over the weekend.
All right, so this is haikus for 400. Free to buzz in for anybody.
This is tough.
So this would have been 21. This would have been 21 then. 24, 23, 22, 21. Who won it in 21?
I got nothing, Taylor. I'm taking myself out of this one.
Yeah, it's respectable.
21. Steady hands. It makes me think like it's Andrew Marweed, like the Steady BL or something.
Don't look at chat. Brixton is trying to
Infect
our
I
minds.
almost said what you sent me, Corey, instead of saying Corey. Corey's buzzed in.
Is it Adam Hammis?
It is Adam Hammis. I would have never guessed this.
I forgot he
completely
won
forgot.
it.
All right,
Good
so
one,
still
Corey.
Matt.
Yeah, good.
Still Matt with a commanding lead
positive.
here.
Silent focus.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was maybe a reference there from ChatGPT. Maybe it knows more than I do if he puts with a focus. I don't know. But
He does
do
probably focus.
we'll probably do a little bit better here on the history question. Sorry, I just needed an
Wasn't that
excuse
was
to have-
history?
Everything's history if it's not right.
We're gonna go.
Something.
We're gonna go history for 300.
All right,
Yo.
history for 3. In 2019, this Finnish player made history by becoming the first European to win the MVP Open. Tyler.
I'm gonna say Sepapayo.
It is not Seppo Payu. I believe Corey also was next. We'll just go straight to Corey.
Is it? I'm blanking on.
Oh my
those.
gosh. I knew who it is.
It's a. Oh my gosh. What's his name? Tomas?
It is not.
No.
Come on, man.
I'm taking myself out of this one. I have a guess, but
You're
I
such a
don't know.
loser, dude.
Can I get- can I
You
guess
have
again? Just
900
send it,
points.
Can I guess
Just
again?
send it.
Yeah,
you
so-
can
Let me guess
it.
again.
Let Tyler guess again. My guess can't be right. This individual, my guess.
Matt's
has to be
sandbagging on 900 points right now, man. He's got to put his
know.
hat in the ring.
Chad.
I'm
What a loser.
going balls deep if you let me guess again.
Yeah, you're in there. Send it.
I'm gonna say Vino.
It is not Vino.
Deduct. Let's go.
2019.
I will give you guys a hint.
Okay,
It is
no, I
not-
got it. I got it.
it is- okay, Matt.
All right, just tell. Is it Nicolas Hansel?
It is not. I'll give you
No.
guys a hint.
Yeah, he's
This
14
is
years old. That's all
not-
I'm thinking of.
Why would
This
you?
is not
you got
restricted to
baited.
one division.
I
Oh,
might have been
my
FPO, dude. Oh. Tyler, you baited me in. You were making fun of me. I was like, I'll give it a
I
risk.
did not.
And
I
all
did
I'm
not.
thinking of is Nicolas Antela grittying in front of that vehicle he got this year. And I was like, bro, in
Hey,
2019, bro was
facts.
in diapers. But I still risked it, man. And you have to. I don't know, Taylor. There's too many relatively small countries over there. Finnish, Estonia.
2019.
I'll say this.
I mean, I
this
can
person,
I can let a bunch rip. I mean, I can keep ripping, but
I'll give you a hint. Everybody get ready to buzz in. I'll give you a hint. This player has won multiple majors this year. Tyler Tulowitzki.
Evelina.
It is indeed Evelina Salonen.
I didn't even know Evelina was Finnish.
I was gonna say for some reason I didn't think she was Finnish.
Give me history for 400.
All right, history for 400. From 2011 to 2016, the shoe company's name was synonymous with the Maple Hill Open, which later became the MVP Open. Tyler Tulowitzki on the buzzer.
The Vibram Open.
It is Vibram, but we'll take the Vibram Open. We're on a massive comeback right now from Tyler.
Holy.
Streaking.
500. 500.
500. In 2016, this player won the Maple Hill Open amid a controversy judged Chipmunk Gate, where an alleged course side distraction sparked debates during the final round. Tyler Tulowitzki on the buzzer.
Bradley Williams.
It is indeed Bradley Williams.
on,
Historic
Matt.
comeback.
Come back.
It's all
I'm
tied
coming
up. It's all
back.
tied up.
Just know that I could have stayed with my 900.
Let's keep it exciting to the very
I did it
end.
for
So
content,
let's say
so.
100.
100 prior to solely TDing this event in 2016. This visionary, love that one from ChatGPT as well, founded the Disc Golf Pro Tour, helping to elevate the sport's professional scene. Tyler Tulowitzki once more.
Steve Dodge.
It is indeed Stephen Dodge.
Come up here.
Matt has an opportunity here.
I've
had an
had
opportunity, that's
I've
true.
had 2 double guesses get wrong too. I've had twice deductions on questions. All right,
Historic
200.
comeback. 200. First held in 2003 under this original name, the MVP Open has become one of the most prestigious events on the Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Is there a question?
What was its OG name?
Yeah, the original name.
Yeah, you're correct, Scott. We should be answering with a question technically, but
Technically.
yeah.
Corey
apparently
off the
we don't
top
even know that
rope.
we have to buzz in.
What is the New England Patriots?
That is incorrect, unfortunately. Would have been a sick name, though.
Dude, a New England Patriots sponsorship in 2003 would go.
God, we're at this point. We're lucky to get these things answered. It doesn't have to be a question right now.
This is probably the hardest question.
This might be the hardest.
And this is 200.
I don't even
I did
know.
not think this would be that hard of a question. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I only have one
corn.
that I know of, and it would be crazy.
What is the Vibram Open?
That is incorrect, unfortunately.
Oh,
Okay, that's
okay.
what I was about to guess. So I'm cooked, Taylor. I got nothing, man. I'm gonna let Tyler.
This was
I don't
part of a previous question because we went out of order.
What?
Yeah, one of the other questions told you the name. Corey.
What is the Steve Dodge Open?
Incorrect, unfortunately. That would have been a sick name, though.
No, that
is
was a previous
cocky
question.
name.
So
If you're naming if you're naming a tournament that you're running, this is Steve Dodge. When I run the Matthew Marsh meltdown, that's gonna go crazy.
That actually goes so hard. Okay,
I have no
the
idea.
original name came from something that is constant to this event every year, has never changed.
I don't even want to guess, so I lose. And I know
I have to
Matt.
guess so I can win.
So things that can never change.
If
you know,
Matt-
that
if
it's a
Matt-
disc golf
If
event.
Matt makes a guess and loses it and gets it wrong,
All right,
I'll
Matthew.
make a guess.
Matthew, here we go.
Is it the Evergreen Open or
It is not. It is not at all.
not at all?
All right, then I'll make a guess then.
All right, Tyler, what you got?
Respectable man. Respectable man.
The Christmas tree open.
It's not the Christmas tree open. We still got 100 points of separation. Let's think about maybe what the course is called.
Losing my mind here.
I'm gonna start protesting.
I might start protesting. I got a sign and all.
Corn
I'm
Bob.
ready.
The Maple Hill Open.
Oh my goodness, where the tournament is located.
So it went Maple Hill, event. Vibram, and then MVP.
It also was
oh my gosh, which later became
in one
the
of the
Maple
questions
Open.
before, which I did not think through that you guys would guess out of order.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was MVP Open.
Hey, Matt, get cooked.
Jeopardy.
Bro didn't know what a haiku was at the beginning of it.
All right, we're gonna have to bring Jeopardy back at some point now that we've had a trial run of this. If any chatters that are a little bit more knowledgeable of the history of events want to call in for Jeopardy, we'll sub
I
some
think we
guys
should.
out.
I think we should do Jeopardy for the Pro Tour Finals.
That would be fun. And yeah, at some point, it was the Marshall Street Open. In its history.
Get
I
him.
knew that, but okay. I knew that, but I didn't know how to relate it.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I heard some comments about the FPO finish at Maple Hill. What happened? I actually haven't looked into it. Does anyone know?
Kristen did non-Kristen like things. I think she threw an approach out of bounds and or missed a putt to lose.
Wow.
Yeah, she actually did throw for content. Big L's, but yeah, Jeopardy's fun, Christian. I liked it a lot.
I now knowing that I can just ask ChatGPT to write me Jeopardy questions about things. Jeopardy can
maybe
be a staple
you should
of the
review
games.
them.
Not the haiku part exactly.
The haiku was sick, man.
Maybe you should review them so that they actually make sense.
I genuinely did think after James Proctor would be like, oh, these are just the winners, like in order, but you know.
No, apparently no one saw that but me, but I just didn't know enough of the winners.
I just didn't know who won.
I immediately knew that, and all I knew was James Proctor, Matty O, which I took an L on, Simon Lizotte, and then just a raw guess that Paul Macbeth did something.
I really thought it was going to be James Proctor
off,
every single time.
Oh, just all James Proctor.
I just saw that western wind, and I was like, okay, there's some. But
haiku is slightly questionable, but yeah, we'll run back Jeopardy for sure.
Yeah, it's a great game. So
Scott said hole 17 got her again. What did it do?
It got her. What do you mean, bro? That answers the question.
Hey, listen, I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get more than I get got though.
Oh, she ended her tournament on double bogey on the last two holes and lost by 2.
Wild.
That one hurts.
I wonder if she truly cares
tough.
or not. I don't know.
Just got to read her newsletter to find out. I mean, you
Bro,
can subscribe to her Instagram, but
the earlier she can end the season, the earlier she can get back and drive in her Porsche. Okay.
that is true.
I'm just saying this is the most disc golf coded conversation of does Kristen, the woman who got a Grand Slam last year, still care about disc golf? It's the most recency bias like conversation of all time.
It's the most recency bias, but it's because we got that Paige Pierce mentality where she says, "Yeah, I just don't care about winning anymore." Like that's a real.
Hey,
I don't hear that in an
gotta
accent.
go to Hawaii. Gotta go to Hawaii.
I don't think she 3-putted.
Yeah, that actually is insane.
That's tough. That's tough.
Listen, here's the thing. I said 2 years ago when Trevor did his early hot takes in the middle of Worlds, I got on his, what was it called? Twitter Talk or Twitter Spaces?
Twitter Spaces, yeah.
And I said, I quote, Holland Hanley and Ella Hansen will win more Worlds than Paige Pierce for the next 7 years. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the field has just caught up to all of the top players, man. Anybody can win on any given day. So
Brixton just made a good point in the chat.
That is really true.
What if Kristen didn't want to jump in the pond?
that would be crazy. That's a good point. He said my wife would lose on purpose to avoid a pond jump.
I think we should start the rumor that Kristen cannot swim.
Has she ever done the jump before, though? That's a question.
I don't know.
Oh, has she? Has she won me? Well,
I don't know. Look it up. Quick. Come on, Jamie.
When did that start?
Oh, forever
Yeah,
ago. I feel like.
Yeah, as far as I
It was
know,
a
it's
while ago. It is crazy that the jump we are fine with, but the slip and slide we thought was kind of weird. You guys ever think about that?
But the
I thought
jump, the jump is history though, and also, like that's a thing in golf too. At some places.
Yeah, but I think it makes more sense.
It feels less premeditated, like of, hey, we have this pond, haha.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure at some point somebody won and jumped in, like, oh, that's the Maple Hill thing. Then like, hey, we got this tournament coming for the Disc Golf Pro Tour. You know what would be super sick? Slip and slide.
Yeah,
I think what they should do is
weird,
change the MVP tradition to if you win, you just get hit by a tree.
It should just be the slip and slide open.
Dude, wait, I did actually hear Big Germ say you win, you just take home a Christmas tree.
That would be
That could be sick.
Like if it was
slip
a
and
little
slide
later in the
through the
year-
Christmas trees.
If it's a little later in the year and you're like, oh, I'm going home this is the end of the season and it's November and you're going home and you take a Christmas tree with you, man.
I'm looking back, and it looks like Kristen hasn't won the last 3 MVP Opens.
We
hey,
do
shout
have
out-
two in the chat say that she has never won MVP.
Well, then there you go.
Whoa. Hey,
You can't
there we
swim.
go.
She can't swim. Heard it here first.
Kristen cannot swim.
Shout
And,
out
oh,
to...
rip! She's like way below 1,000 rated now. 995.
Yeah. Yeah, she
It's
been
way
dropping.
below.
It is.
I was gonna say is the 5. The 5 really does it there. Because 5's a lot. So
Yo, someone
I
is
guess-
losing their mind in the background.
Yeah.
That would be Louis.
Louis' dog.
Hi, Louis.
I knew who it was. Shout out Louis.
Louis
shout
just
out
in the
final
back.
round.
Telling everybody to go buy discs at foundationdisc.com. Sorry, I was going to use that as a segue. Matt, go ahead.
No, I was about to just say hole 6. I think it's hole 6. No, actually, I think it's hole 7. No, I lied. It is hole 6. Shout out to
Don't
hole
hurt
6,
yourself.
The one with the stone wall on the right side. Gannon Burr going for the riskiest putt of his life, followed by bouncing out and going OB. that was
Tough.
awesome. That after that, I was like, that's the kind of break that you see from Gannon, and then he stops caring, and then he kept caring. But
You
We're
got to
up.
go full. You got to go full boat, man. And by the way, speaking of Gannon putting, I've seen and heard. Or actually, I was watching Jomez. Really, is what it was, and it said P2X showed up on screen for putter. So it was approved back on I think September 6th or 9th or something like that. So
So I was going to look to see when.
be interesting to see what are the flight numbers on that thing. And our insider has told us that it is exactly a PA3 with a Discmania stamp.
close to it.
I can
Or
see
you heard that from the guy at Salt Lake. Another
Actually, different another round store.
Yeah.
Corey
If you
was
collect
DMing
knowledge-
Will Shoestrick,
Yeah.
and no.
I said
You
your will's
collect the
untied.
knowledge from each. Okay, whoa.
Got him.
No, that is interesting. We'll see if that's the case. That was all from me. As Taylor was transitioning into,
No,
If you
yeah,
wanna buy the
Louis was
new-
Louis is really telling everybody
Yeah.
that Foundation Care exists and is free on every order now at foundationdisc.com. So if you are like Louis and are indecisive and just want to yell about it, you can go buy a disc, use it. Who cares if you don't like it? Send it back. But thanks Foundation for putting us all together and apparently putting the podcast, making it possible. If you like this podcast, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you like to take in your podcast. But we are here live on Wednesday nights. We'd love to see you in the chat. Thanks for watching.
Love you.
hi guys.
Jesus
Hi,
Christ, I'm
Louis.
gonna kill that dog.
Going crazy, dude.
I guarantee you, Haley is watching something on TV and there's an animal on the screen.
Oh, your dog's one of those dogs. I
Yeah.
love it.
That's so funny.
That is
Where'd you
so funny.
Do you find out about work? Do I need to cancel my request or no?
I would cancel your request.
It's so sad.
Hey, Matt.
What is young
Can
Connor
anybody go on a weekend trip beginning of November?
do? Ooh la la, we're giving more time.
Could be tempted.
Maybe.
Last chance to play New London. Last chance to play New
Maybe.
London. And me and Corey already know a good Airbnb to stay at. I'll cancel that tomorrow.
Okay.
I might be cooked. We'll see,
Why?
Corey.
Why?
Well, depending on what, like if if we're leaving on a Friday, I might be cooked.
Hey, Matt, can you
'Cause I don't-
cancel your wedding so I can come on a different date?
Yeah, that
Hi,
would be
bro.
clutch.
I'm gonna have my home course prepared for you, just for you, Tyler, so you guys can play it.
Can we have T sides and all of them just say sponsored by Unfinished Business, and it's just like a
By
different
Unfinished
logo that we make for you? Like make.
Oh yeah. If I'm making the T signs, it doesn't.
It's
really
all those
matter.
optional logos that we said, nah.
Mm.
Every variation back to the original red hazed one off
With
the
the
T pad.
fist. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah, like the
wow.
OG one.
OG.
Yeah.
I think we're old enough to be able to call that OG. By the way,
He goes,
we're 44 episodes.
I
in.
think we're old enough.
Yeah, you are 14
you
now.
can't call it OG after like episode 2, but 44.
Yeah, it is true.
That's something beautiful.
By the
You
way,
can call it OG after you change it once. That's the rule of OG.
that's right. That's how it works. I don't know if it was too much of like a prediction into the future, but I did say a couple weeks ago about my buy sell being Brody Smith not playing disc golf next year.
I almost said that, but I didn't want to. That's an off.
Don't put it on the recording.
I feel like
Don't put it in the recording. I'll talk about it live though, but yeah, it looks like he is not going to be playing disc golf next year on the
think
pro
he
tour.
Did he officially make that announcement or what?
Nah,
He said he's
Yeah.
gonna play local events.
He said something about it, but like classic.
He's a
classic
classic 5-year rotation guy. It's almost 5 years. Time to move on. So
do something else.
And he's
What he's gonna
not
do
he's
next,
not a
bro.
champion yet, so
He's actually gonna go to foot golf. That's pretty interesting.
Hey,
wait, what?
Yeah, that's where he's going, man. You ever seen foot golf? They're like, oh
Yeah, I played it because we have a football course here.
well, yeah, we have a foot golf course relatively close to us, but you see the professionals and they're just like, can't hit it over 100 feet. I gotta chip it up to the edge of the water here, and it's just the most awkward thing ever because they'll kick it like 30 feet in the air to go like 40 feet total. And it's just like, that doesn't look good.
I can blast mine probably like 150 to 200 feet.
Yeah, I can't kick a soccer ball that hard, buddy.
I mean, I played soccer growing up, so
Very nice.
I
but
knew you were okay.
it's not that. It's okay. I've already told you guys that in the chat multiple times. I'm
But you're
gay.
gay?
Yes. So, yeah.
Hey, man.
Don't bother me one bit.
Yeah, but for real, I think beginning of November is the new.
You just gotta tell me when it is. Like I said,
I know.
And where's this to? New London?
New London.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. It'll
And
stay on
also, I'm
Foundation,
thinking.
Scott.
I also think I'm.
Yes, he will, Scott, because he's
he's like part
he's
owner.
part owner.
He owns the majority of Foundation.
You think it's majority?
Yeah, Hunter has said that in a video somewhere.
I mean, it
I
would
don't
make
think like
sense.
outwardly, but like in a passing thing. And I'm just a rat, bro. People say things like that, and it's just a nugget in my brain for forever.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say even if we have to leave like Friday night, so we just have like Saturday and Sunday to disc golf, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
Like that's
I'm fine
okay.
with that too.
Me and
Corny. Go ahead.
I
Corny.
emailed Squatch about that bag design.
And
Yeah, Scott, but Paul's
So-
good at disc golf.
That was today, so because I was talking to Drew about how much he makes off
Mhm.
of like the commission, I guess, of each bag. And then I asked Broderick how much he makes commission off each bag. And then Drew called me and was like, "Hey, you should probably get this going. Like if you want to do anything, you should probably jump on it because it's like almost the end of the year. And if they
Mhm.
do want to make something new, they're going to want to like start working on it soon."
Mm-hmm.
So I emailed I think it's the son. I don't know I know the father like owns the company outright, but I think it's either one or two sons. But the one son is the one I sent the Drew Squatch Supra
Mhm. graphic
to. So I already had his email. So I reached out to him, and hopefully tomorrow I get an email back, and then they're like, "Yeah, we want to give you $100 million. Let's do it."
There it is. And we never see Corey
listen.
again.
If this doesn't work out, I might know a guy
That is true.
who could invest in
true.
your project.
I just it's more right now. It's just ease.
Yes.
Like they already have
it would be
have all
a
of the
monster
sourcing.
headache
Yeah.
for me to get involved.
They already have all the sourcing.
Yeah.
They already have all of the like materials picked and everything. It's just get this made. If
Yeah.
we did it ourselves, it would be a lot of back and forth between let's buy these, let's test them. And then also we don't have marketing like them.
No.
Like, yeah, I might get a couple hundred views on YouTube, but they like Squatch is huge. So.
We'd have to be in the pockets of some pros. Scott says, when is Gannon getting his colorway? What do you mean by getting his colorway?
He was supposed to get a
Calvin
lore.
Squatch. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think his colorway would be? What color scream Gannon do you?
Yellow and red. I don't know. Yeah, yellow and red for Iowa State. Iowa State.
I know this doesn't. I don't know if this makes any sense, but if he goes with like the Yeti route, I could see a white bag with like baby blue accents.
Ooh, yeah.
I
He
was
likes
thinking
like
white
he does
too,
like
but I
white.
feel
like
His
North
Prodigy
Carolina
bag with
powder blue.
whites.
Yeah, but I'm saying like with the powder blue,
Yeah.
not the blue, not the like lore blue, but
Hmm.
like lighter, like super light.
Yeah.
I think that looks
Taylor, I
sick.
will tell you this: if you decide to come with us, you could have the option. What Corey's maybe gonna do, he'll have to decide. Especially if we did Friday, this would be convenient. Is like my apartment adds like 40 minutes to his trip, but then we can just ride down together. And it would cross him directly through a major airport. Just as
Oh. Oh.
and you guys
Which
can
one?
come see Pitt. It would be. I mean,
Pittsburgh.
that's as majors you're gonna get. You could swoop through. Half the trip's done, and you get to see the home course for an hour.
That's facts. Yeah,
By
I'll take
then
a
I
peek.
should
Take a
have-
peek.
By then, I should have
American in a video
6
once.
playable holes with
He
2
did.
tee pads each. So
I wonder if it's just red, white, and blue, like a legit white bag with like red and blue accents or something.
do you imagine
I've been
how
to
dirty that
Pittsburgh
bag would
like
get?
3 times, and every time I had so much fun. I love Pittsburgh.
Is that real?
You should fly into Pitt and then just get picked up
And
by
let
me.
Corey, yeah.
What did
Corey
you
pick up.
What did you do at Pittsburgh?
Yeah. What did you do in Pittsburgh, bro?
It was when I still traveled for work, so I was just flying out of there. So I was just there for like a Friday night and flight out the next morning. So I drank a lot, and it was fun. Easy way to
Has
have fun in the
nothing to
city.
do with the
Go downtown.
town.
No, that's
There's
pretty cool though. Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's nice enough. Corey told me, and I quote, "I don't want to move there." When I asked him, when me and him were discussing, wow, imagine how much we would hang out if we lived closer to each other. And Corey said, "I don't want to move to Pitt to open my business." And I said, "Okay."
Just throwing this out there. Out of all the people that could just get up and move, I feel like you'd be the one to have the
That's
easiest way
true.
of doing that when you don't have
That's
a
true, except,
mortgage or
Hey Scott, you know what's really
Kids.
weird? I know a guy that would think about buying a used old true lore from a friend for cheap and would use it if that's
And
Wow.
this guy's been thinking about one for a long time.
Hey,
How about
I'm-
this? How about this? If Taylor fully goes to
I'm
New
moving
London,
to Pittsburgh.
no, if Taylor fully goes to New London, like for sure, I will drive and pick it up from Scott.
Just free
How far is
delivery.
Scott from that? That's crazy. Love it. You just don't need it. Bro, I have so many spare. I have 2 Atlas bags, a shoulder bag, and the new Squatch bag.
Taylor,
Pretty
all
nice, by the way.
seriousness, how did your family make out in Tennessee?
Oh, they're
That's a good
fine.
question.
Most
I'm
families
from-
make out in Tennessee.
Hey, facts.
Got him.
No, all my family is very much on the other side of the state. So I'm like from West Tennessee. So we're chilling.
You're from Wenesee.
When
Hey, you want to know what's I got you? What's funny is the fact that where's my pipeline?
Right here.
Cool.
got it.
We'll see it next year then, huh?
No, you'll see it at New London when you drive down.
I know. I gotta
No,
pull that away.
I still
I
need to
wanna-
make your hat so I can ship it with it.
Yeah. I went away this weekend for a couple days and it was a disaster here while I was gone. So I was like, yay, that's encouraging for future trips.
Yeah, this feels
So
great.
Yeah.
I literally my mom was helping out and she was like, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine here. We're gonna take good care. Wasn't fine. Wasn't fine.
Certified not fine.
Can
Stop
I
sending
talk
pics.
Let's
crap
go,
about
look at the
Foundation
pics.
for a second?
Dude,
Please
I'm all
do,
about
man.
it. Let's hear
Please
it.
do.
These like corny videos that they're doing for like the ad things. 'Cause
I'm
it's
with
not-
you.
It's
I'm
not,
with you, dude.
It's not like satire.
No.
It's legitimately like, hey, this is my favorite disc. You should get it. It's like I can understand if you over exaggerate to make it look like you're like making fun of something, but it's not. It's
I don't even remember these ads.
Hey, here's the thing.
trust
I
you.
just looked it up and I thought it was 11 hours to New London, but it's only 10.
Ooh la la.
Even
how
number.
long is a
Big
flight
dubs.
to Pitt?
Big dubs. I don't know because I don't know where I don't know
Yeah,
where
you have
on me
to-
flies to Pittsburgh. I might have to drive to Atlanta.
Oh, bro.
Bro,
Drive to Atlanta.
living in the middle of nowhere sucks, bro.
Yeah. Here's what I have to figure out on Pitt.
That's a
I'm
hike.
on. Yeah, that is. On Monday, I have to drive to Pitt to get fingerprinted, and Deer Lakes, which is like the top 100, one of the top like 30 courses in the United States or something,
I've been
is
there.
like 10 minutes, 45 minutes from the place I'm getting fingerprinted. But I have to figure out how I can reimburse my mileage, but also plan my day in a way that I can just play the disc golf course at the end.
Just
of my
don't
day.
reimburse that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to
Eat the
reimburse
miles.
to there, and then I think I just have to I think I have to eat the miles.
Oh,
back.
I
the
could
mouse.
technically.
Which is worth
Apparently, I
it.
could fly from Destin for pretty cheap, actually,
Yeah, I would say Destin
How
is
far is
through
that?
Nashville. Destin for me is like an hour and a half. It's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
But you would still have to drive there.
Yeah, I would fly to Destin and then, or drive to Destin and fly out of Destin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, in a perfect world, like I said, we'll see in like 3 weeks when I get some information about this clearance I'm getting, my work schedule. In a perfect world, I could get off Friday and like half the trip could be done Thursday night. We could all sleep at my apartment. I will have many inflatable mattresses for you, and then we could finish the last 4.5 hours down, and then play and wash, rinse, repeat for the way back. But
If I go, it'll be and I'm not spending a day, and I'd be getting in late Friday night.
There's a possibility that I also get in late Friday night.
yeah, we're
Because-
not defined. I'm just giving.
Because I'm using all my time right now for Christmas time. So
Okay.
Oh no, you're fine.
Taylor,
Hey,
are you still interested in hijacking my hotel room for when I go to Mississippi?
when is that?
I don't know yet. I don't have a date.
Potentially. It just depends
But
on the
it's-
dates because
Okay.
I'm like crazy busy right now.
Okay. I think it's possibly sometime in November,
Oh, I should be.
and
fine
it'll
by
be
then.
I'll be there for a week. So I think if whatever you wanna
Yeah.
decide and do.
Oh
But
yeah.
I believe it's November.
Tyler, what do you think of Deer Lakes?
what?
What do you think of Deer Lakes, Tyler?
Oh, it was fine. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I have my cousins live near Failure Lake. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Isn't
try
that
to.
the one that everyone just played?
Yeah, I think
New York or whatever.
no, it's Virginia.
Oh, I thought it was in.
It's PA.
I think Failure is Virginia, isn't it?
I can tell you this.
I thought everyone was
Baylor
in New
Lake
York.
Disc
is-
Golf Park
is
is in
3
Beaver
hours.
Springs, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Okay,
know
so
3
then
hours.
it's another one down in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
I think Casey played it in his video.
Oh, New London. It's in
No,
Virginia.
no.
Okay.
It's another course.
This course is so pretty. This was a Simon video, right?
Which one?
Yes. Baylor Lake.
I don't know.
Yeah, Scott, I'm thinking about how to do that. The issue is like, my job is like super specific about that stuff, and may require like, picture proof of my mileage. So I'd have to show that difference.
I used to have to
I
do
have to look
that.
and see how they do it.
Oh, it's
For
called
my
Cannon
mileage. Take a
No, no,
picture
no.
of my odometer every time. It's so annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Lake
saying. That's what I'm-
Marshall and Cannon Ridge.
Oh yeah, I've heard about those. Those are. So if that's the case, Scott, I can get the mileage there, but the mileage back, because it'll start at the course and then come back to my apartment, even though it adds like 10 minutes to the trip, they'll tweak about it.
So Fredericksburg, Virginia. There's one Cannon Ridge. It's number 31 in the world.
But I do want to play that course bad, Scott. So I'm probably going to do something to make it, because I'm going to spend 4.5 hours of my work day driving back and forth, and it's all going to qualify as work time. So wake up early, get a couple hours in, move on.
Yo, this looks kind of sick.
Do you have to do the mileage minus your commute?
Yep.
Who, me?
Yeah, you couldn't be then. Who?
Well, I didn't know what to talk about. I'm not sure on that.
You probably do.
Because- Well, my commute's never actually like included because you could work from home every day a week if you wanted. It's a weird system. So if that's the case, I mean, that might be enough of the difference. But I'll have to look at the forms on tomorrow when I log in. So
Sick.
Anybody got any new discs recently?
dude, I got so many. I'm not kidding. I've gotten 15 discs in the last
Dang,
In the last-
I
Matt.
got this one.
3 days.
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Let me see that thing. Pull it up to the screen.
I put it in a bag that it didn't even show up in.
Dude, that is so sick. I love
We
that.
already know Tyler's
It
gonna
looks-
got a
it
full
looks
screen and zoom in
red.
on this thing.
I know. I like that.
It's not red.
Here, I'll be a nice guy. I'll go get the discs I bought.
Yes.
Hold on. It's
This
full.
time.
It's legitimately pink.
Okay.
Why does it look red on the
Oh,
screen?
when you
I
shine
don't know.
why you shine the light through, it looked like a different color. Like it looked way more
It's-
pink.
Yeah, it's like the inside color.
Still sick.
Like if I take a picture of this is full on pink. Even the rim. I don't know.
like the
That's weird.
black.
But yeah, so you got that.
Tight.
Oh, I did get.
Do I have an extreme coming my way? Dude, Lake Marshall looking tough.
I needed some backups. I got this a couple weeks ago, but it's just another backup of the extreme, like the Big Z one. I got this one from Ezra at D-Glow because
That's a sick.
yeah,
Awesome.
and then because I was like, hey, you said you needed a super beat-in zone in your last video because you lost it. He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, I have like a crazy beat-in Z zone. And he's like, dude, I'll trade you something for it. So we went back to his car. He's got like this nice BMW. Like
Just
really
grab
nice.
money.
Like
Scrapped.
yeah, like a new,
Scrap
like probably
money.
like a 2020 something BMW. But he was like, I got some Tour Series nukes if you want them. I got this, I got that. I was like, this is gonna be a weird request, but do you have an extreme? And he's like, yeah. And he gave me this one. And then when I was in Salt Lake, I bought this crazy funky one from Infinite. I threw this. This is a lot beefier than the other one. It's
Tight.
like swirly Z. Dude, his BMW is insane, Scott.
Bro, imagine going from driving that massive RV to driving a BMW. He's so happy.
Oh, speaking of fun cars, I rode in a really sick car last week. Is it? What's the car company from Britain? Is Enos? INEAS. Anyways, the Grenader. I rode in a Grenader last week.
What?
It's called a Grenader. So
I know. I'm just.
G
Oh, bow, by
R
the way.
GREN and then Raider RAIDER.
I know how to spell grenade.
I didn't spell grenade. I spelled the first part of grenade.
Wait, Corey, spell iCup.
This kid
Dude,
is
he's
6 years
shameful.
old.
Shameful.
This kid is literally 6 years old.
Scott, look it up. It's pretty much. I think it's
Yeah, it's like a tank vehicle.
like a safari SUV.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I didn't know the brand. I've seen that before.
Enos or something like that. Enos, something like
Yeah.
that. It's crazy popular in China.
Yeah,
Taylor,
I
You
don't,
wanted the rundown.
Let's go.
Taylor.
I'm
I
so
don't think.
excited.
I don't think we have to worry about this weekend, like the ace race, because Saturday I have a wedding, and then Sunday I know for a fact I'm not playing Cass. So
I've got this guy.
Let's go.
I
I'm
don't know if I
falling
sh-
behind. I thought
I
you were
don't
gonna
know if I
say
sh-
we don't
that.
think we have to worry about a collab stamp, and I was gonna cry.
oh no, that's happening.
This is the world zone.
That was a fun
I
sound.
like that.
Blue on blue.
Well, bad news. I lost the beat up era. It's definitely at my property or my girlfriend's property. I just threw it off a tee. And oh no, here it is.
All right, hold on one
All
second.
right.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the 2024 Matthew Marsh in the bag. We're all here spectating live. Go ahead.
All right. I actually did try and record in the bag about the a couple big changes I made recently, and just failed for 15 minutes and gave up. So I just got that Squatch Lore
I
as
relate
brand
to
new.
that.
This has 2 rounds in it. Maybe.
Were you trying to do a one take?
Yeah, I always do one takes.
One take only.
The only way I work is if I can run a one take. Well, I'll give myself multiple takes, but like I'm never cutting stuff and clipping all that stuff together. Anyways, new
Send it
Squatch
to me.
Lore, jam packed
do it.
everything in here as normal. Put a baseline Marvel in for throwing. Like it's kind of beat up already, kind of hyzer flips already, but didn't really have it, so I wanted to throw it in. Bag's pretty bussin'. I jammed 35 discs in here the second I bought it, and then left it for 2 days, so that probably helps me out. Here.
That
Tyler
also
will like this one.
that defeats
What?
the purpose.
What do you mean?
You said I wanted a smaller bag.
No,
and then
I
you
wanted
rip it open so that you could fit as many discs as possible.
I wanted a bigger bag with option. I said that wrong. I wanted a more compact bag in other ways. C-Line FD, I traded some guy a time lapse for, pretty much brand new. Flies pretty good, but no comment. Clash Disc
Okay.
Lotus. It's a pipeline.
It's the Inca stamp.
New
I
SP
like the bear.
pipeline.
Isn't that the one I gave you?
No, I traded that for a guy, and then I got another SP pipeline in the bag, and then this one I got for like $6. This no one bid on, so I bid on it. I have no reason to have it. That's that Infinite Discs Club Reach.
Oh, the
whatever.
whatnot auction.
Yeah, you got to do that. Stiff Marvel, same deal.
That's what she said.
Hey, yo. Finish Line Pace again, but this one like feels the plastic's different, so it feels better. I'm a freak for the red eras. For some reason, they're the best, like the flippiest ones.
They
So
match his freak.
I snagged 2 red eras off Infinite,
Dude, this is so weird.
and go ahead, Corey.
Those look pink, and then his pink disc looks red.
Well, okay, on Infinite, these are
Colors
listed as
degree.
orange. But here's the thing with these discs on Infinite, they're listed as $9 because they're 50% off. But then I was like, wait, I have a Finish Line specific code to get 30% off. Maybe I should try that and see if they double. Turns out they did double.
Fair enough.
So I got these for $6 each. Don't tell Marcus, don't tell Infinite, don't tell Finish Line.
That is just a good deal right there.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, he did it.
Oh, frick me running. I'm
Yeah,
off the
ladies
tee.
and gentlemen.
Maya.
We got him.
Maya actually feels great and flies like stupid good, like kind of flippy, goated. Here's the stars of the show. I got a replacement soda. I'm gonna lose it the second I go anywhere. I just bought 2 of these off this guy. So I got 2 sodas. This steady ring. I actually got a deal on these, but this guy on that I'm holding here had this huge white stamp on it. So I don't know if you can tell, but I stamped everything but just the Clash logo off.
That's
What
cool.
are those lines?
That is cool.
Because when I pressed it on and then used acetone for the rest, there's still marks where like a little bit of the dye was left around the tape, and it's not coming off. So you got to it happens sometimes. You got to just like throw it for a little bit and it'll kind of fade away. The rest and it'll match each other. But essentially, I stopped the acetone, but other bits of ink got moved around. And the only last thing is there was a CD1 on whatnot as well, and so I snagged that. This actually flies really well.
Hey.
I don't know if this stamp is. I would assume this stamp is not rare, considering they were auctioning off like 10 of them. But
Yeah, it's
CD1
not.
flies pretty good.
It's not.
You can find those at like Play It Agains around here.
Yeah, I figured. Other than that, that's it, man. That's it. That's all.
Any bag changes for the boys?
Here I threw this interval in that's like Pop Top
Oh, yeah.
Glow lightweight interval. It's actually pretty sick, but good forehands.
Hey Taylor, are you gonna use that repetitive tree hit video that I sent you?
I didn't know if that was for me to use or if you were going to post it, but yeah, I kind of want to post it.
I think
might
it's
post it
more
right now
it's
'cause I
it's
didn't
better
post it
for
today.
you to do it because it just
It
looks
is
like I'm
just
making
me.
fun of you on my video.
Yeah, that is true. But I kind of love
Have you
it.
seen that? Have you seen that video of like the two aliens seeing a cigarette? I can't remember what the actual video's from, but someone made a clip because like one of the aliens eats it, and he's like, "No, it's not for eating. You're supposed to inhale it." And then they like vaporize two more, and then go smoke it. Well, someone clipped where he just keeps eating them, and it is so funny. I'll send you that video, but that's where I got the idea from.
I loved that so much.
Only real update, I threw Ultra in the bag. The Rock 3 that I had that was like my stable disc beat up after like 2 weeks because I loved it so much that I threw it so much. Or like 2 months, I should say. So it's just like kind of straight nowadays. I have too many fairway drivers, but what's new with that?
Tyler, any bag changes for you?
No,
recently?
but I want to put some more flippy stuff in the bag just for fun. Like I said, I threw that champion leopard, and that was a ton of fun to throw on a forehand actually.
Yeah.
Tyler.
So it was cool because I could throw it on some like good hyzer and it would flip up and just go straight, and then maybe think about going a little left, but would like dip and then go straight. It was fun, but no, nothing. I haven't played much disc golf lately. It's been hard to get out there right now. So,
Come to New London. You can throw my sodas around. I got spares now.
dude, those things are flippy.
Yeah, they are really flippy. Especially as whatever. Like,
But like,
they went from like they used to just be straight to now like I got these and they're brand new and I can hyzer flip them to flat. And, like,
that's
drift
cool.
them.
I threw.
It is a sick shot.
So in the woods
me feel
though,
like
this
you.
weekend, a buddy.
I'm not kidding. It does.
A buddy of mine brought a Halo Roadrunner 167. That was a ton of fun to throw too. It felt like a sidewinder, just a little pop and then boom.
Yeah.
Just glides for forever.
Listen, I have this Roadrunner in the bag. It's not. I can't figure out why it's not flippy.
It's got to be for me. I got to throw the Halo one though.
I'm not. But I'm just saying I can't figure out. I've asked like 3 other people and they're all like, I don't know. Nowadays Roadrunners are way less flippy than they used to be. I don't know if it's real or not.
Don't make them like
Yeah, I
they
don't
used to,
know.
man.
But this one is sick to throw because it still does flip a little bit.
Have you ever
Yeah.
thrown a Sphinx, Matt?
Yeah, I just threw one recently.
So Corey and I were at the Natty, which is the Cincinnati shop. We saw a Sphinx and I bought it because I was like, that's cool. Let me throw this. And I knew it was a Roadrunner bottom and a Valkyrie top.
Thanks,
and vice versa.
Valkyrie. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Corey and I both threw it and it just wasn't that flippy. Like I was like, that's me. I'm tired. And then Corey threw it and Corey was like, it's got some good stability to it. And then I was like, then I got a 167 Sphinx in this month's The Bag, like the Drew Gibson thing. And it was a little flippier, but that was kind of sick.
It's so funny you say that. I literally a couple weeks ago randomly threw some Sphinxes again because I don't know. Literally the Sphinx use was before the Tomb, or like I just stopped throwing them for some reason. Was my favorite disc like all time for a long time, and I randomly threw some again a couple weeks ago. I was like, this feels less flippy than I remember it by like a lot.
Yeah, I've been asking people left and right because I keep seeing people throw Roadrunners and they're just straight, and I'm like, hey, is that a Roadrunner? And I'm watching you throw like 350.
Yeah.
For you should start to see that flip. And they're like, I don't know, man, this thing's just not that flippy. And it's like 5 or 6 people where the one guy's like, oh, I only buy Starlight Roadrunners from 2003 or something. And then they'll come flippy.
Let's go.
Like, that's so oddly specific, but okay. But that
what
guy
if
also
like
crushes everyone in doubles.
the ozone layer is just contributing more to our atmosphere than we know over time, and we think discs are less flippy, but they're actually just flying more stable because of the ozone layer.
But
Now we're cooking.
Aren't destroyers less stable nowadays? Isn't that what everyone says compared to
that's
old
true.
ones?
That is true. It's a mystery.
It is a mystery for sure. Hey, I do understand why you like the Dynasty though. That CD1's like, even for my arm speed, it's kind of fun. Like it surprisingly straight for.
I feel like more so than most like fairway or control drivers. Like I can throw a dynasty like a mid, and the main thing is like I can throw it flat and it will land flat. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of why I threw this Roadrunner in, because I've just been like, oh, what if I had a controlled in between shot that wasn't a fairway and wasn't a distance driver, and like I just felt confident every single time that I would put the minimum amount of power I need on it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty goated, but
Taylor, are you the goat of control drivers?
I wouldn't say that I'm the goat of control drivers. I think that I am the mental illness of throwing control drivers in situations where I probably should throw something else and enjoying it.
You know, when I asked that question, Taylor, which Tyler never answered the question, I don't think
Didn't do his challenge. Didn't
do his
answer the
challenge,
question.
Didn't answer the question.
Just
Guy's
slacking,
just
man.
barely here, man. He's barely
Slacking,
here.
bro.
How far can you throw the era, Taylor?
I don't know, but I can
would
tell
assume pretty
you
dang far.
tomorrow.
Matt, what's your question?
So I asked the question. You're playing a hole where, and for this sake of this question, I asked Corey at first, but then it was an interesting enough question. I asked everyone. It is a hole in the
I'm
dead
not your
middle
guinea pig.
of your pipeline or your fairway driver and your control driver or your next step up, whatever that might be. It is in the dead middle. Are you more likely to power up on a control or a fairway driver or power down on a control driver?
Or
I
do
think
all
I
your
lied in
discs
my answer
fly
now
the
that I
same?
think about it again.
I would
See-
prefer to power up.
That's actually that. I don't know how I feel about that from you, Tyler. I'm not saying I disagree with you. For Taylor, how do you think you lied, Taylor?
I'm trying to remember what I said. I think
Said you would
that
throw
You
it
said
softer.
control. Yeah, you say softer with control.
yeah, I think I was saying like if I have room to like not worry about right to left movement, I'd rather throw like a 9-speed that I know will move more and can kind of say, oh, I'll just kind of like throw a hyzer and control the distance that way. But if I need something to stay like very straight, I feel like that's easier to do throwing a 7-speed hard.
Mhm.
I feel like I struggle to throw things like shape a line if I'm not
Clip it.
throwing it like committed.
Clip it.
I have trouble throwing hard when I'm trying
Clip
to
it.
throw.
I mean, being committed. No, honestly, Taylor, I assumed you would say that you would rather throw the fairway harder. Like in my
Yeah.
head, you as a player, but then I was like, but he loves control drivers.
Yeah, I'm a
like,
simp for a 9-speed.
Before the dynasty exists, before the grunt exists, do you think you say the same answer, or do you think you say
Yeah, because I've always
were
like
you
I
always
had
been a
the
control?
Valkyrie before then. Like I had a Valkyrie that I loved. I threw that thing so much. And I threw escapes for a long time. Like I've always had like a disc that I do like that shot with.
Do they make Halo Valkyries?
They
Yeah.
do.
Valkyrie's actually an awesome disc.
I've never thrown one.
Is that -2 too?
Mhm.
I think the best 9.5 -1 disc I've ever thrown is a Loft with the K1 plastic. It's by Casaplast.
Never touched one.
The K1 plastic is just
It
Is
is
that the loft? What is
nice.
a Falk?
so it's nice. I have one around here somewhere.
Is the Falk the two rim driver?
Falcor.
No, the Falk.
No, that's the Rask.
Oh, okay.
The Rask is the one with the 2 rims. I'm talking about what is the Falk? Because I thought Falk was negative or 9.5 -2.1. What am I confusing for?
Falk is what a British person says when they stub their toe.
Got him.
I was waiting for Tyler to say that off the bat, like something similar. Off the bat.
Falk.
Yeah. I think
Wait, is
maybe
Infinite
Hannah
Disc
was.
still down? Can I not get Infinite Disc load? I'm trying to find the flight numbers here.
Bro's a huge Infinite Disc enthusiast.
I think it's
9.6
funny how they
-2.1.
say arse and shite.
What is
The
the
Falk.
Falk is what? The Falk is 9.6 -2.1.
Correct.
Okay, they flip flop. That makes sense.
Correct.
Dude, these one people I know, I'm like going to league every week because it's like 10 minutes from my office and it's on the way home. And these people are just like, it's the funniest combination of where I'm at. Just one guy who will only throw bright orange discs and only from Castaplast. you got that guy. Then you have a guy who only likes Clash and Casaplast and some other stuff, but he's actually good. And you have a guy who's just like only throwing 5 harps, and they're just varying levels of beat up. And then like he just pops off. Like he popped off one week at league and popped like a 12 down in one league for the week, and then he's
That's
never
so
played as
sick.
good since.
That's
And
so
it's just-
sick. He just had his
It's
day.
the most funny combo. And then the guy who's beating all of us every week, is an old guy who has to get a chiropractor appointment the morning before league in order to be able to play league.
Bro, the last time I played League, there was a guy on my card that was 70 plus, had 6 beers while we played our round, and was just, I mean, quite literally complaining the entire time about how bad his back hurt.
Yeah, that one. This guy like cannot throw far. He's the Starlight Valkyrie. He can't throw really that far, but he makes it work. And just he comes out of every league just consistently like 8 down, which we're playing relatively easy courses and just winning. And everyone's like, bro, Bill is cooking us right now. I'm like, yeah,
Bill.
dude, I want to be Bill. I don't care. Like,
Taylor, how extensively are you into fantasy football?
I would like to be less into fantasy football if that answers your question.
Okay. So
You can be like me.
who is more valuable in your opinion at this point?
Jared Goff.
And
Facts.
you know
Popped
what?
off
We'll
for
get
me.
to Detroit sports in a
Hey,
moment.
I
okay?
have Jared Goff, Jameer Gibbs,
Taylor, should I
and
throw-
Jameson
or Corey,
Williams.
should I throw this in the bag?
Okay.
Dude, that's sick.
Okay. So
nice.
Scott, if you play fantasy football, you can
Like
get
that.
into this too.
Or Chris
Who is
Bond?
more valuable right now? Terry McLaurin or Joe Mixon?
Joe
Joe
Mixon.
Nixon? What's he doing in this thing?
Who'd you say, Taylor?
My vote would be Joe Mixon, but I am a sim for Joe Mixon. I love Joe Mixon.
Okay, I am a simp for Joe Mixon too, but my running backs are Brees
I say
Hall,
it kind of depends on your team.
Jordan Mason. I've got Devin Singletary as well. And I've got the backup for Green Bay, who I'm sure I'm waiting for Josh Jacobs to blow a tire, and then he's done. And then that guy will fill
Hey, I
that
have
role.
Josh Jacobs. That did not happen.
He's going to
I-
blow a
I've-
tire eventually.
I think
I would
the
say-
issue-
I would
it's
say
hard
McLaren.
to-
I would
Yeah,
say
McLaren's
McLaren
good.
because Lando Norris is doing pretty good this season.
It's hard to I have trouble trusting Brees Hall. I have trust issues with Brees Hall right now.
Me too, but he's like a
Because
staple.
Braylon Allen is so good.
I know.
That's
But
the tough part.
I play in a 2 flex league, so and it's
Yeah.
a PPR. So if I have
Yeah.
like 3-4-ish decent running backs, then it's like, all right, I just need a guy who can just score points. And Terry McLaurin right now is like the number 1 guy, and he's got Jaden Daniels throwing the ball to him.
Jay Daniels is good. Yeah,
Did you really not understand my reference?
No, I didn't. Sorry, Corey.
I feel like the Texans are a better team, and I feel like when it'll come back, like the Texans just will perform more often than the Commanders will. But Jaden Daniels is good.
You mean the
Really good.
Redskins?
Commanders, man.
Redskins,
The Washington
baby.
football team.
No, it's the
I wish they
Redskins.
never changed it
The-
from the Washington football team.
The family of the person that was modeled for the Redskins logo is like petitioning to try and get them to change it back to the Redskins.
Yeah. Do you guys think that you would? This is a completely off topic. Do you guys think you would play
Completely.
better or worse, given 1 month
Worse.
of lead time? Wait, I want Matt to hear
Worse.
this as well.
Worse. Oh, but I said McLaren because Lando Norris is doing pretty good this season. Lando Norris
yeah.
Drives for McLaren.
I didn't hear you say Lando Norris.
Do you guys think you would play better or worse, given an entire month of lead time? So you have 1 month to dedicate your life
Worse.
to getting used to this, but your bag has to be 100% over molded discs.
There's a
I-
foundation video about this. You know that, right?
I think I could.
I say better.
I think I could fill my bag right now, and it would no change.
Wait,
Corey's
the question: are you
Corey
better
has
or
a pretty Corey
Yeah,
has
would
a
you
pretty
play better or
straight
worse?
to overstable bag, anyways.
I do the 2 mold thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but like it's like neutral, overstable, neutral, overstable. It just goes up the ladder, as opposed to like people do like understable, middle, overstable, understable. I just do like 2. So it's like a disc I can throw straight, a disc I can throw that like fights. That's really all MVP has.
Matt's
Or are you
sleeping.
talking about bagging like 18 friggin' what are they called?
I'm at.
Atlas
at-
or whatever?
Oh, he's back. You were
What
gone
happened?
and then came back.
Here's my issue with
Dude, my Wi-Fi's busted right now. I know my roommate is downloading.
There's a
my roommate's probably
skit.
downloading Fortnite right now.
There's a skit where someone like it's like, "Oh dude, I learned how to teleport." And then he can't stop teleporting. And it sounded just like that. Like you glitched and you were like, "Matt," and then you land. What happened?
What happened? What happened? All right, I got one more. This is a great question from Scott, and then I got to go. Everybody around the horn, how many discs are in your bag right now?
19.
As someone's counting, I do think that overmolded discs fly different if you don't get them up to speed. So
Facts.
like if you throw like a Roadrunner, for instance, and you're not getting up to speed, as you get closer to speed, it starts to flip up. Overmolded discs, they're the same until you hit that speed and they go pop, and then
And
like,
then
oh,
it's
that's
there.
fine. Let me count.
First off, before I say, well, it's 20. I know every single bit. You could literally throw out a number. Scott, throw out a number 1 to 14. And I can tell you exactly which disc that is in my bag. Like I'm very OCD about that. But also, I wonder if what? Well, 20 would be like my putter. Or
Putter
in
year.
the
It's on
yeah,
the
I don't
wall.
know.
I've got 24 right now,
but
but I got testers in there.
I wonder if I could talk to MVP and have them play along with a skit where I'm like, I'm gonna switch like for this month, I'm gonna switch to like all overmold, and then I drive to MVP and like knock on their door and I'm like, hey, all overmold, can I have some discs? And they're just like, no, and like close the door. But then they actually like do give me the discs. That would be really funny. Number 8 would be
If I think through it, I could probably do the same, honestly.
my yellow Ice Flex pipeline.
Oh, I have important updates. One, I lied to Corey. I told Corey I wasn't gonna putt with the whiteout Marvel, and then I went back to the other Marvels and I played around. I was like, I hate these. I'm going back to the other one. But now, like Corey, I only have one, so I'm a one putter guy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So now
It felt weird having the whiteout because it felt like I was a 2-putter.
But I have 16 discs in my bag currently.
Tyler, can you be happy for once? Like you just look so
Tyler does look sad right
sad.
now.
You're just
Tyler
like
actually needs a boys trip badly.
No, I just went on a boys trip this weekend.
Oh, we need weed then. I think that's what it is.
Oh,
I need-
that would help. Have you tried
I
fentanyl?
need
Bro, have you tried Carfent?
my bedtime is like 9 o'clock, so I'm like an hour and 40 over my bedtime right now.
Oh, heck no.
Sleepy, man.
We got
sleepy.
Grumpy Ty. We got Grumpy Ty.
Just
Tyler, how's it known to be known as the guy from Dude Perfect and you share the name?
I get it every now and
Gotta
again.
feel
It's
good.
fine.
your
It's
name's
fi- it's
Brody.
fine. Brody was never part of Do Perfect.
He did the collabs.
I tell
Yeah.
my nephews that I have done a video with a guy who's in a Dude Perfect video, and they love it. So I'm gonna use that for a little bit.
All right, so I need to go look up some of the way that guy talks, and then maybe I can FaceTime you and I can try to convince him.
Honestly,
Yeah, you
just
could-
be
you
shorter.
could. Yeah,
He's
you get to be
short?
a little shorter.
He's a little shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna figure out. Should we do first weekend in November?
Yeah, man.
Just have that as like a set. Like that's what we're aiming for.
As
Tyler,
like-
Tyler, you good with that?
I'm
So the
50-50.
first-
I'm telling you right
The 1st
now.
of November is a Friday and a Saturday. Like that's the 1st and the 2nd. So do you mean like that weekend or like the 8th and 9th of the 1st like weekend into November?
What's best for you?
The latter. But
8th and 9th.
So the 9th.
don't, yeah.
That honestly, that's fine for me. That's better for me.
Okay.
There's a better chance I've got my project figured out.
Yeah, I'll put in for 8 and 9. Is that Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday?
That is Saturday, Sunday. The 7th is
Okay,
that Thursday.
all I have to do is put on the calendar that I have to be must be home for that weekend, which just means don't ship me off somewhere.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just have to see if I can get Friday off. But if not, then whatever. I'll just leave after work.
That's fine. I have a PTO to use, so if Taylor ends up flying up and you aren't picking him up on Friday or whatever, I can go pick him up.
Yeah.
The Matt and Taylor show that doesn't exist normally.
Dude, go to bed.
Me?
No, the guy
Tyler?
that looks like he's about to cry. Go to bed, dude.
Tyler, there's not any bridges between you and your bedroom.
Oh,
is there?
actually, before you leave, what hat did you want?
Black
Get happy about it.
or highlighter.
The orange one's nice. I like the orange one.
No. Yellow. Like lime green.
Oh.
Safety green.
High res, baby.
Hold on.
Black is what I'm all about, though.
Past then in November, we're getting close to this thing's getting ripped out. So
Yeah.
it'll be tough. But we should be chill.
Matt, are you excited?
For what?
This time next year, you'll be having morning sex.
Hey, yo. Calm yourself, brother. Wait, what time next year is it? Bro, not if I'm going to bed at 10:44 at night. I'm not.
Bro, sex at 5:30 in the morning, it's crazy.
How does Tyler sound older every time he talks?
It's the only time you can get it in sometimes, man.
I don't know where some of my hats are. I thought I had them over here.
It's exhilarating because it's completely unplanned. You're like, dude, I just woke up. Are we doing this? Mm-hmm.
Bro, you're talking about it on repeat. It can't be unplanned when you're talking. Bro, you got you're the type of individual nowadays.
Oh, it's 100% unplanned. It's
If
never
you-
planned.
But it's consistently happening then.
No. First time it's happened since just after my first kid, I think. I like the one on your left. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like this
Okay.
weird soft material too.
Taylor, I need to speak to you, by the way. Not
about?
Taylor. Frick me. Cool.
All right.
We
Me?
talked about it
Gotta
Bye,
go to bed so I can
Tyler.
have morning.
Yeah.
Rest
I
of
have
the
to go to
time
bed
for
so I can have
5:30.
morning sex.
Bye, Tyler.
Bye.
5:30 is gonna come quick.
What? That boy.
What
Someone-
an interesting last couple minutes
What
that
an
was.
interesting. Someone
it's kinda
sent him
scary.
a nice gift or something. Flowers, maybe. Guys don't get those often, so.
Kind of.
True.
Well, it doesn't seem to matter, bro. He's got 2 kids already.
Facts.
Yeah, but it'd be a funny joke. Anyway, what did you need to talk to me about?
Nothing. I just talked to you about doing a pre-Christmas design at some point earlier, but I got to get on that and actually send you something to see if you can chef something up.
What are we talking about?
We talked about doing a little unfinished business hoodies or
Oh, okay.
or shirts. Send it to the.
I thought you meant a
fellas.
stamp.
No, not a stamp. Although a stamp would be sick, but I have to think about it. I have to think how to do it. I can print stuff here locally, but I don't know. I want to.
Corey, when are you gonna get a signature edition Mr. Putt?
That's a good question.
We should probably talk to him soon.
Hey, someone explain this. How does NSH custom discs? I can't repost that they posted my reel. Something in their profile settings. It's like they're a private account or something,
For who?
which
the
would
heck?
be crazy.
Yeah, it is
For who?
wild.
NSH custom. I
NSH.
posted a
Oh.
reel. Taylor, I was filming that reel.
I thought you were
and
blocked.
Me?
Yeah.
No, they posted my reel. Taylor, I posted a reel. Or I posted that reel, and while I was filming it, I'm in the middle of talking to the camera, and I look behind me, and there's just 2 older couple, literally 30 feet from me, scared the crap out. I was like,
Bro,
"Oh,"
I hate when that happens so bad.
because I've been doing 3 takes of this for the last 5 minutes, and they've just been standing there.
They're just there. Bro,
They're not even on the course. They're on a trail, and I'm like, "Is there a trail back there?" And they're like, "Yeah, there is." And I'm like, "No, there's not. That's someone else's property. You're
you are in someone's yard.
Yeah, I know the guy personally. It just
This
scared the
last
hell out of the
weekend,
crap.
I was filming a video. I was like Sunday morning, because I like to get up and film videos and then watch football the rest of the day and do nothing. But I pulled into the parking lot at the course. There's not a single other car in the parking lot, so I'm like, perfect. I can just be an absolute asshole out here and do whatever I want and film this video. I'm on the third hole. I've just been yelling. I've been just the rudest person of all time. And this guy comes from 3 fairways over and is like, "Oh, I left a disc over here," and picks up a disc and walks away. I swear to you, I think it was a fever dream. I don't know where this guy came from, how he was on the course. I played the rest of the course, did not see him or hear chains the rest of the time I was out there. I'm so terrified. I think it was an alien.
If I get a
Yeah.
chance
spirit.
to like make it down to like your area, I want to do that while you're filming. I just want to walk out of
Just
nowhere.
show up.
So like you don't even know, and I'm like, "Hey, did you see a disc?" And like that's it.
That would be
That
so
goes
funny.
the unplanned, completely Corey cameo in one of Taylor's videos would go.
That would go so hard.
But no, I think me and Taylor are very similar in that way. That like everyone
I'm so
locally,
socially awkward. That's like literally my worst nightmare.
I'm very not socially awkward, very chill, but I'm so embarrassed brained on the videos, and like
Yeah.
everyone who plays disc golf in my area knows I pop out, like I do content or whatever, or like make little videos and then do the podcast. But then other random people just scare the crap out of me. It's the worst thing ever.
Last time it was an old person for me though. I was at a smaller course south of here, and there was this like elderly couple. Just the whole course is around like a little walking trail in a small ass town, and I walked up to one of the holes. T-pad was like on the same trail. I'm like, "Oh, sorry, like I'm in your way." It's like, "Oh, what's this? Throwing frisbees at stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Like he's playing disc golf, and then teed off and chained out for an ace, and they were both just like,
my
"Oh, that's pretty
gosh.
cool." I was
Yeah.
trying not to like freak out.
Like
you
that
don't
must be normal,
understand.
right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, it seems pretty fun.
Until maybe 4 months ago, I did not throw far enough for any time people would go, "Oh, what's that thing?" I didn't throw far enough or like impressively enough for them to have any confidence. And then like I had it happen like 4 or 5 times in a row where I was just like rip a casual like 315-foot shot, which is really not that far, but for me is pretty far. And for anyone else, they're like, "Wait, that's actually something I couldn't achieve
Right.
immediately." And I'm just like, this goes like the one time we had a basket out in a field and I just pinned like 3 shots to like 5 feet, just ran like casually picked up 3 discs I had sitting somewhere. The guy's like, "Yeah, you're pretty good at this thing." And then my buddy just turned over a distance driver in the woods. And I was like, "Yeah, man, I am."
Especially by comparison. Yeah.
which is hilarious because my buddy throws 450 feet, but I'll take it.
The control that gets you, man. It's the accuracy
It
that
is the
gets you.
control.
What are we gonna do after distance driver? So we're doing control this week, distance driver. I was thinking maybe with like combo,
What do you mean combo?
like 2 disc round.
Okay. And do you have idea? I'm open. to
No,
any
I'm just
ideas.
thinking.
So I've got a couple different like general things. There's things that we still could hit on, like overstable approach disc round. That's a classic one.
Yeah.
Tyler had the idea, but like numbers that add up to +2 discs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. Now the only thing to note with that is like it doesn't really matter, but I could find a beat to crap destroyer, you know, that would
Yeah.
Kaiser flip even for me. And it's
Right.
like, "Oh, that's up to +2." But
Or-
it's close enough that in the spirit of the challenge, if you're playing the challenge correctly,
Yeah.
you're gonna pick those.
Or
two.
I was even thinking like, what if we did like specific, like it's got to be like a -3-1 disc or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
specific light numbers. Yeah.
Yeah,
There certain type
We
of
could
throw
do like
Scott
an
could
all,
say,
all
yeah,
forehand round. All thumb
all
around,
forehand
bro.
round,
I like that.
all
yeah,
thumb around, all forehand round. I did like when I was first trying to get good, I did like multiple all forehand rounds, and I played like 2 shots normal and then forehand.
Mhm.
And dude, it was so embarrassing. I'd get to the end, I'm like, "Oh, forehand only is actually the exact same as my backhand. Is my full availability of shots."
We should do a super understable mid left-hand round.
That actually
That
would be a
would
heater.
be that.
That
Like
would be-
looking at the scores from that would be so hilarious.
Yeah, just-
RIP to Tyler on freaking Iron Hill.
All right, here we
playing
go.
that.
I would just
The completely Corey special. You have to do forehand putts only, like a forehand putt
oh my
round.
god.
Dude,
I
does
thought you meant with
Scuba
the
count?
left hand. I was like, whoa.
Oh, no,
Hey,
yeah.
Anything inside circle 1, you have
It
to.
has to be a forehand, yeah.
Yep.
That's sick, dude. I used to run exclusively scuba putts for like 3 weeks, and I was nasty inside circle 1. I'm not
You were a
even joking.
Brody fan.
I was probably no. I actually didn't even. I didn't know who Brody was at the time, but I could just figure out that doing this was way more accurate for me.
Bro,
So
I have a
just ran that.
friend, Eric, that comes in the chat sometimes.
Yeah.
He does not do this exclusively anymore because he like actually knows how to play disc golf. But he can still to this day, and for the first like 2 months he played, putted in a way I have never seen anyone putt in my life. let me find it.
Dang, look at those thighs.
He was trying to explain to me like how he was putting. I was like, "Oh, you're just turbo putting." So he was like, he uses his thumb or whatever, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you just like turbo putt." He putts like this.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, and like can get like 20 to 25 feet accurate with like just
We used
pushing
to
his
do-
thumb
we-
forward.
Yeah, we used to
Crazy.
do this a little bit where you spin it off and snap it at the
Mm.
same time. Pretty inaccurate though. But no, that is actually crazy. You find new players that's just what they're chefing up, and they're doing
Yeah,
like
I
kind of
was
well.
just
You're
like, what is happening?
I'm like, you will have to start.
he's
from
actually
square
putting
one
like
once
better
you-
than he normally was. Just like
Yeah.
That's wild.
sending it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, so have both of you watched a skateboard video?
Yeah.
Like, you know how they have like video parts?
Mhm.
And it's like a music and like, I want to do a disc golf skate part where it's like a song, it's like epic, and then it's just like highlight shots.
Yeah. That would be sick.
And I think
Just
the
make a
end.
highlight reel.
No,
I think that would be cool. By the way, I'm not hating on it.
it's
I'm just
got.
saying.
I know, but not a highlight reel. Well, okay. Sorry.
Well, a highlight
Yes.
of really, really good shots put together with music in the background.
No. I thought you meant like a reel,
Oh no.
and I'm like, no,
Like
it's
an
got to be
Insta
like
reel.
a YouTube. Like,
wait,
yeah.
who's Gen Z brained now? I thought
Got
to
him.
highlight reel. Corey thought to Instagram reel.
When's the last time? Like, that's whatever. Yeah, I think my ender, quote unquote, is if I either ace really far, or my first ace is only like 170, I think, but it's like super downhill. So you're like literally just barely flicking a putter or something. I want to take 2 zones and throw backhand and forehand and try and ace like simultaneously.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
Like mid-air, so like toss it and then just toss it. Because I've done it in my backyard, but it was only like 30 feet or 40
Yeah.
feet. But like I want to do it on
That
that,
would be
like
awesome.
legit.
Chat, should I post my long tee for my Instagram reel right now?
Absolutely. I'm about to post this
Forgot-
video that Corey made of me.
Forgot to post
Can
it,
you
but
please
I'm gonna
watch that
post it
video
on
that I
TikTok
sent you
now.
on?
Oh yeah.
It's so funny. Someone just like clipped it to where he just keeps eating the cigarette. It's so good.
Gosh, got an ad, bro.
Does no one have YouTube like premium?
Or whatever it's
Heck
called.
not,
I
dude.
probably should.
I watch
YouTube
so
Red?
much YouTube that it pays for itself.
Yeah, it probably would. Like, dude, Amazon.
I just watch so
Prime
much on my
having the-
computer, and then I already have an ad blocker like in my browser. You know.
But Amazon Prime having a thing that tells you exactly how much you saved on Prime every year is like the most genius marketing tactic of all time.
Yeah.
Because the Prime payment hits, and you're like, dude, I gotta get rid of this. And then I look on,
Yeah.
and you saved $400 on shipping with Amazon Prime this year. I'm like, can't argue with that.
Just can't argue with that data. This is hilarious.
Just wait, they keep clipping it.
This just keeps going.
Why is this not posting? Holy crap.
I wanted to taste it. That's where I got the idea. So like I even made
Yeah.
it like 3 so that hopefully it just keeps
It
looping.
just keeps
like if
looping indefinitely.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know if any of you guys are Twitch watchers, but Twitch ads are getting absolutely atrocious. They're so bad.
I only jump on if one of my friends is doing Twitch. So it's like you, my buddy Danny does like Photoshop streams
Oh, that's cool.
because he does like all of the media for a paintball company.
That's actually sick.
So he does all the video work. He does all the the graphic design, and then he also does beats like on the side. Like he'll make like
Mhm.
crazy like EDM beats. So it'll be one of those three things, and he'll just go
Yeah.
live and be like, "Yeah, just doing this."
I've thought about going live and editing my videos before, like editing live, but
Me too. I also thought about because I use LumaFusion, which is like an iPad, iPhone app,
mhm.
that there's not that many people posting like tutorials and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought about doing that, and also like graphic design. Like this is how you would do this, and like do a separate channel called Creatively Corey,
Love
and just
that.
do like this is how I would go about doing this, and then just
Right.
do little clip videos.
I think that could pop off, man. That could be the one.
Yeah.
It could pop off. I tried to force when I was doing social media for my brother's band. I tried to force him to sit down and just do like he was using FL Studios at the time. I tried to do that where I was like, "Hey, I want you to screen record and for 30 seconds just show how to do this specific thing in FL Studios
Yeah.
and pop 20 of them together and let me post one a day to our studios page." And he just never would. But I'm like, dude, you have like 200 hours of knowledge gained on this application that people are asking about every single day. And I was
Yeah.
just like, oh,
Get the
but-
keywords right. I did not realize that was just your DJI microphone in that thing, by the way,
Yeah.
until just now, and that's hilarious.
it's actually pretty sick.
It works because I could also take this off and like interview people.
Yeah.
Wait, corner Corey, they call him, and he does street corner interviews. Just like the TikTok.
Corey on the corner, bro.
Corey on the corner. Corey in the house. Corey on the corner.
Corn Bob on the corner.
Yeah, at one point, okay, so originally, Completely Corey was going to be like a channel that you could go to for like every kind of video that I did, and then it would just be in playlists. So it'd be like disc golf, skateboarding, all this stuff. Then I realized that like you have to have a niche for YouTube or else it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So then I was going to make a bunch of different channels, and it was going to be like Completely Corey was originally my name, so I'll just keep that for disc golf. And then Creatively Corey was like graphic design and video editing. Extremely Corey was going to be like skateboarding, snowboarding, stuff like that. And then I was going to do Partially Corey for golf because like par would be like highlighted.
Love that.
And then there was like, I think there was like 2 or 3 others that I was going to do, but no, not anymore. I mean, I'm hyped that I keep getting like shouted out by like Broderick, so that's cool. Except Brod doesn't really have that many fans that are like willing to go over and subscribe to someone else.
Yeah.
So I need to do a video with like Bodanza.
I think Broad has a. Yeah, that's what you need to do. I think Broad has a or another video with me that'll certainly do it. Same level, by the way, same individuals. I think Broad has a very unwilling to do stuff.
Unmotivated.
Yeah,
Unmotivated channel would be a good word for it.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like him and Bodanza's first collab stamp went pretty well. They sold out their first run of it, but I don't know how much that's Bodanza and how much that's Broad. And then he's doing this new, like I don't know how his era did, but he's doing this new like flat top Firebirds through Power Grip.
Yeah.
I'm curious. That'll be like the first real test where it's literally just him. Like there's no finish line pushing that or anything else.
It's mostly him.
Yeah, I mean, even the era is mostly him.
Talking about this.
Bro, I can't see jack squat on your thing.
Hey.
That is actually sick, but wait till the Can someone get the day that copyright people start actually suing people over copyright in disc golf? That's a
There's nothing
copy.
copywritten about that.
No, you're right.
It's parody. It's parody. The only thing that's like the layout, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Drew Gibson Jumpman stamps.
No, that's copyright. Well, the Jumpman is
stuff right
copywritten.
there. Yeah, that stuff right there is rough. I'm just But no.
But if you do a parody of another disc design, there's like you have to change at least 30% of it to be like.
What about his era? What is about his era stamp? That background, that is a
what background?
The background on his era stamp
Are you
like
talking about
blue-
like the
what do you
solo cup, like the old white cup? That I'm pretty sure that's intellectual property.
Okay.
Or whatever it's
But-
called, where it's like,
the-
or open domain, whatever it's.
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say intellectual property. I was like, yeah, but that I don't know. That was a weird case. I saw that. I was like, if they had like,
he just
been to the
wanted
level where I'm gonna
retro.
copyright that. Yeah, but if they had been to the level where they copyright that design, then he could have like had potential, but it just doesn't. Potential of getting in trouble, but it just doesn't matter in disc golf because
It's also like, I mean, it's not really the same thing. Like I literally made that in like 5 minutes. So it's not like I
No.
took the actual design and like pulled it and like I recreated it from the ground up, and it's not the real like squiggle with the stuff.
yeah, but I mean, I like it's decently close though.
Yeah. I don't know.
You got to think like if it. Well, I don't think that company cares about it, but there's some art companies that straight up are copywriting a specific shade of color, which is
Yeah.
that.
But you
that's
could
where
still use
you
the
have to
color.
wonder. Yeah, but you can't like sell the color. Like the one guy has his own shade of black that no one else on earth can like sell. It's just him.
That
You can use it, but
I feel like that would fall apart in court very easily.
I mean, he's got some kind of thing, and no one's currently using it. If I remember
Black?
what I read correctly, it's a
A
oddly
certain
specific
hex code,
used.
I bet. Like,
Yeah, a certain hex code of black that if you're found using this exact same hex code, that's where it's the issue. But that actually is a sick broad design because
yeah, it was nice.
I do feel like
I
that's
added
weird
the
to see on
not
a
pro.
I do think like that feels a little weird on a star plastic disc, but I don't really want it to
he just
X5
likes that design, so he was like,
No, I do like the design. I think
Yeah.
that's a very classy, good use of that time there. But hey, Scott said I want to learn how to edit videos. By the way, Corey, show him the way.
Hit
Show him
I
those
the
got you,
way.
tutorials,
Scott.
bro.
All I do is-
Lumen
I'll
Fusion.
let you know. You could be my first subscriber to Creatively Corey, where I show you how to edit on a $30 app for the iPad,
There
because
it
that's
is.
what I use. Actually, $50 because they added something that's like a $20 add-on. That
Corey
is
has his own
definitely
discount
worth
code.
it. I have no discount code.
Discount code creatively Corey.
It's actually it's $30, but $20 to pay Corey. to tell
No,
you what
no,
it is.
it's $30 for the app, and then they just
$20 a month for Corey's.
it's a one-time fee.
Collegiate
That's why I'm
recording.
like, ooh, this is what I'm using, because it's $30, and then it's $20 to add on ramp slow-mo, which is like a new speed ramping is like a new thing that they just added to it, and it's worth it. That's how I did that Supra
It'll
video.
say all the
Anyways, it's past my bedtime. I'm gonna head off.
I'm gonna head on out of here. Feller.
Yep.
Goodbye, fellas. See you later.
All right, bye bye.